flay and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to our next episode of Heroes of Harinburg, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I'm joined by the rest of our cast and crew and whatever. We got Stephen Vito and Jeremy and Colin, all ready to continue their adventures. If you have not yet watched any of the episodes of Heroes of Harinburg, it would take a lot to fill you in on everything, so I'm not going to.
Stuff happened.
There is basically a planar craft that appeared above Harinburg causing problems. They didn't know how to deal with it, so they were hired by a little dwarf. Her name was Amelia Brickbow, to go to the Barrier Peaks looking for the lost laboratory of Kwalish, because it's rumored in his journals that he would know how to deal with this thing, even though he's been gone for hundreds of years. They went to the Barrier Peaks, found a monastery of distressed souls, which was another planar craft that was floating above. They disrupted the whole thing, probably destroyed it, teleported through a gate to the city of Dunye, which is about 30 feet, is immersed in a giant gelatinous ooze, which they've been traversing.
Could be water at one point.
They have gone around, found baubles, little crystal baubles that when they touch them, it sends them to extra dimensional spaces. They defeated a Medusa. They are currently now looking for the lost laboratory of Kwalish. At this moment, they entered a bauble which sent them to what appears to be the city of Sigil, where this in the middle of a huge marketplace where they could basically shop for whatever it is they wanted, as long as it was rare or less. I accidentally gave them too much money, and they've been able to really load up on items. We're not going to actually talk about all those items right now.
Okay.
We'll talk about them as they're brought up, because otherwise we can spend the first 15-20 minutes. So any money that you have not spent as of this moment, you cannot spend. Your time in Sigil is up. Okay? You feel a pull back towards the bauble, and you have a funny feeling that if you don't get back there soon, that it'll just suck you back no matter what, and maybe you'll lose everything that you were shopping for.
Stay here.
Yeah, you're like, I like it here.
We've already been rewarded with way more purple than ever going to give us.
Yeah, right.
One with the bauble.
So, are we heading back to the bauble?
We're going to have to.
Yeah, because you were just given an ominous warning that if you don't, you lose all the items that we were shopping for.
I'm already at the bauble. In fact, I'm sitting inside the SS Randy.
That didn't come with us.
Can we turn on the...
It
I
did?
think that turned off.
Battery 100%.
100%.
All right. Oh, and of course, I should give thanks, of course, to the companies that are awesome, like tabletopaudio.com, which you're currently listening to some of their music right now, and Ambience. Has Sirenscape, who has an app that does similar things, allows you to mix them a lot more. And then companies that provide us with our terrain, such as Table War. A lot of the mats are from Table War. In fact, actually, no, the mat that we're on right now, this is not Table War, this is a game mat, I believe. Is that correct? Can you check that corner?
Can you check that corner?
Yep, game mat. This is the game mat that we're on. But we have been using Table War stuff as well. As for terrain that you're going to see today, maybe you'll see terrain today. And if we do, we'll talk about it. So, you all head back, and you're in the USS Randy?
The SS Randy,
Why is
too.
it the USS?
I don't know.
Did we long rest in Sigil?
We short rested.
You short rested there. You didn't have time for a long rest.
We can long rest in the SS Randy.
And it's not time yet for a long rest.
Aw, crud.
What? What'd you forget?
Yeah, my books. They're outside that door. Don't worry about it.
You don't need
The most of your paper.
Okay, so you're all back in the SS Randy.
I need this.
I did that.
It doesn't matter what you
It is later in the day, you think?
Later in the day.
Oh, I guess we should have the map out. Sorry.
Oh yeah, because we were on our way back to the.
To the palace is where you were headed.
Okay.
Okay.
That's wrong. Got it for me.
So, what are we doing now?
Okay, so we're back. We're back in Dunye. I learned it.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oogly
Oogly moogly?
moogly.
Oingy boingy.
Oingy
boingy,
boingy.
that was it.
Like, now I remember the wrong one now.
We were heading towards this one, so I think we hit Sigil.
You were
Where were we exactly?
right about here.
Yes.
This is the marketplace.
Because then there's the one with
And
the
you
king.
were. I'm not going to tell you that you can't change, but you were headed towards the palace.
The king? Okay.
But
It was-
that's
it
what you
was
had said before.
On our way that we found this bauble?
Yes.
Yes. So you basically hit a big marketplace. What looks like a marketplace.
There's the
maybe.
bauble maker, and then there's the king.
Yes. Now, what time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon. So you
And
still
we're
have
not
some.
ready for a rest?
No, you still have a few more hours for that. You took a short rest.
Would it
Well,
make sense that the laboratory is in the bauble maker furnace thing? Or would it make sense in the king?
I'm not quite sure.
I want them all anyway. So let's just keep. I'm sailing towards the king. Nobody's saying no.
The king?
The king.
Okay.
That's where we were going.
Yeah.
And let me know when we get there.
Okay, you get there. Takes about 20 minutes, but uneventful other than that. So as you enter in, now at ground level, you see that what you're coming into looks like a big royal ball. There's all the glass people, all in poses of dancing with partners. Different expressions on their face. Doesn't always match what they're doing. And soon enough, you can kind of navigate through it. You can easily navigate over them because this thing is 30
Should we
feet
break
deep.
them? No, we're not gonna break them.
Not going to break them? It would take a while. There's a lot of them. There's probably hundreds of them just here at this ball. And as you kind of go over and you sight not too far away, you can see the main rising area where there's the throne and the smaller thrones next to it. And in the center throne, there's a very, very big chair that the king is sitting in. And it's holding on to a scepter that has what would normally be an orb on the end, but in this case you recognize it as a bauble.
So I'm just gonna bring the SS Randy too over to the globule thing. Grab a little. Hold
Just
it
stop
thing,
for a second.
And I'm grabbing it.
Just
and-
stop for a second.
Why am
I like put my hand on the
Why am I
lever.
stopping? I want to go dancing.
Yeah, but every time we go through the globes, it's sort of a thematic thing, right? So we're probably gonna end up at some ball, and that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah. We're kind of ready to go dancing. Look at it. We've been killing things.
We were in a
and chopping
marketplace
things.
that took us
We
to
did some
sigil.
shopping.
We keep going to places
We got
where
Hold on, he's holding your hand. Keep talking. Just get to shut other people down. Apparently you're not very strong.
Do you hear what I'm saying though? We keep going to the
This
same
could be the
place.
one.
I do understand, Ren. It has been
I promised her a dance.
quite dangerous, all of these
When
new
was
dimensions
this?
or places we've been going.
I want to go to the ball. Let's go to the ball.
Since when?
girl deserves to go to a ball.
Let me take her to the ball.
Never gonna go to
What do you expect to find at this ball, Hobart?
Good times.
Just like all the other baubles that we found good times in?
I know you've been alone for a long time.
Are we just not going to grab this bauble? We were here. Why did y'all let me sail this far?
Because they're all observing their loot. They're like, look at this cool stuff. Oh crap, he's getting out of the bottle!
You all decided to go to this place last week.
Some people are second thought.
So, Brother Reindeer, what do you want before he kills us all?
I just feel like we should be finding something that's more workshop related if we're looking for a workshop.
Look over there.
Not
Turn
today,
on the-
Nibs. Not today.
All right, I'll turn.
Or you should.
But we're already here.
That's what I'm saying. I'll turn around.
For once, I don't want him to agree with him.
We should at least figure out a way to get the bauble at least in here without touching it. At least get possession of it. We came all this way.
That's all I was trying to do.
That's not true.
I can see through you.
Can you grab
Like
the
a pane
king
of
with the
glass.
claws and bring him
I
up to
can
the
see
surface?
through you like a
Wait,
gelatinous cube.
Gentlemen, why did we come here? Why did we decide to come here?
I think you decided.
I can see through you like
Okay.
my faith
All right.
in Nibs.
I'm letting go of that hand. I'm going back to the controls. I'm turning around. I'm heading over to this place.
Are we going to try to get that bauble at least?
I tried.
I'm going to keep my hand on the bauble lever just for a moment.
Which spells do I have?
I've played games like this before, Halfling. I can see your bluff here the moment I let my hand.
Somehow, In the driver's seat here, you're in front of me. There's no paladin.
I'm reaching over you.
You're pretty small. So we're just going to leave that bauble?
Apparently. I got the bauble.
For comedic value, I'm gonna allow that.
You're just like, whatever.
I like let it go, and he just like.
And all of a sudden, okay, I was
Nobody
getting
touched
it, and then I thought you were leaving it.
Nobody
I was
touched
like,
it.
fine.
Nobody touched it.
As we fade into the.
We just grabbed it with the handle,
we
remember?
fade into the orb, though.
We just grabbed it with the ship handle.
Okay,
Nobody
so you
Rin's
hold
like,
on to it.
you dirty!
So you grab onto the thing and it snaps off pretty easily.
We pull it in.
You pull it in.
What happens when it comes in the ship?
Well, it's not in the ship yet. You usually pull it in, and that's when it activates it.
Oh.
And then after it's activated, then it becomes harmlessly at your feet. So, are we activating it?
Now, dang it. Yeah?
Yeah?
I'll go dancing.
Great, Garrity makes a performance check.
I actually thought it came in before we touched it.
Hold on a second.
Because hold on, Matt. We have to make physical contact with it every time.
Not with the
No,
SS
SS
Randy.
Randy?
Every time you were just pulling it,
Disney
it would
movie.
activate it. That's what
Like
the thing
the
was
old ones.
designed for.
I
Expect the furniture to come alive.
You've done that like a bunch of times now. You forgot. You just went in. You pulled the thing.
I thought I grabbed it out. That's fine. I would still do it. I mean, Holbert would.
You can tell. You can actually tell that thing, the umbilical cord thing that was grabbing him, was designed specifically to activate the baubles.
Gotcha.
So it was added on. Most of those Kwalish machines, apparatus Kwalish, don't have that extra lever. So I had.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
So, all of a sudden, you find yourself standing in a room, and everything's really fuzzy because everybody's just kind of shadowy and floating around elegantly as dance music is played in the background. And as you look down, you're not even wearing what you were wearing before, and you're just wearing elegant clothes.
I was.
But now it's like, but now it's like even more elegant.
Oh, it's like fluffy?
Yeah.
Like
It's
ruffles?
it's very ruffles right here. It's all puffy, and yeah, you don't have your backpacks or any of your items. And you're just very well dressed. Some of you may feel out of place. You've got a gorgeous gown, and your hair is all done really nicely. Everybody else is wearing like top hats. And
The whoosh.
the whoosh.
The tiara right up here.
And as your vision kind of clears, you realize that it wasn't just your vision being fuzzy that made it this way, but as you look around, everything actually is shadows and shades dancing around elegantly around you right now.
I take my hat off. Look what you've done.
Don't wake the shadows.
And as they come near you, you can see the shadows have vague forms of humans, usually a male and a female partner dancing around in elegant dresses, but the dresses kind of fade off and chill. You get a very bad sense of this room as everything is flowing around you.
Well, I'll use my eyes of the grave to see if they're undead.
Everything's undead.
Oh.
Look what you've done.
As soon as you turn it on, it's like if you had a radar, it'd be. You are surrounded by nothing. They are all undead. Some sort of shades or specters or shadows or who knows what. But they all seem to not be noticing you at the moment. What would you like to do? But you can hear the music and you can hear their laughter. But it's
Do I have
it's
my
kinda-
gear?
No.
Oh.
You're just in elegant clothes.
Wait,
And
Is it an
anything that-
illusion? Like I start reaching under my shirt and things like that.
No, it's real. You tug at it. It's
Are
real.
we in a ballroom?
It appears to be that. The room itself. The room itself is shadowy as well, but a little bit more solid
You
than.
must dance up to the king. You must dance better than all the shades.
Do you believe this is a dance competition?
What song is the... What music can we hear? Tell me it's Golden Years by David Bowie.
No, it's just like your
It is
traditional
now.
ball
Let's go.
music.
If you dare touch me.
We're gonna dance.
So
We're gonna dance up to the king.
you're gonna reach up. You hear the music kind of start as the two of you lock arms and start dancing towards where you would expect the king to be. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
we're gonna weave in between the shadows.
You're gonna try to avoid touching the shadows.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the two of you gonna do as you see them start to dance off together?
Take that one and roll. Let's go.
Must we really?
I am not dancing with Garrett.
I would really rather not dance.
I would dance.
This armor makes it, or I guess I'm not wearing armor.
Yeah, you're not.
This really shirt makes it really difficult to dance.
Everyone else is there's no, like, I would see that one girl standing by herself, like at a punch bowl across the room.
Give me a perception check.
That one.
Where's the punch?
There is you don't find the punch, but you do notice at the edge of the room there are plenty of.
All right,
not
I will
dancing.
walk up to a shadow and say, "Milady."
And the shadow just kind of turns. Now, why don't you give me a persuasion check?
I'm persuading a shadow.
Roll it again so that's cocked.
Persuade 20.
Okay, so all of a sudden the shadow's hand kind of goes up to here, and you hear a little, all around you hear like giggle, like, but it's just kind of a creepy giggle, like it doesn't come from her mouth. And then the shadow kind of comes around and goes in a position for, and as your hand touches it, you do feel a bit of solidity, but it's almost you're holding a vapor.
Okay.
And
I guess I lead.
I know Cleo says you can't raise the dead, but can you dance with them?
Brother Ren, what are you gonna do
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
before we start figuring out?
I'll just follow.
You're just gonna like walk around.
I am not dancing.
At least snap one finger, shuffle one foot to the other, and then the other. And
Okay.
I don't even know my horse.
Crisscross.
No. Right now, all you have on you is a elegant pair of clothes. You haven't checked your pockets for what you have. So as you go through, you find a pipe. You find
I'm just like dropping.
you find like a little canister, has some sort of ale in it, and you find.
Well, if it has ale in it, I drink that.
Okay.
He
feel
spikes the punch.
You feel your courage build. You find a little coin purse underneath as well, and you open it up, and it's full of gold pieces and just
fancy.
yeah. You just basically anything you would expect to find on a rich man's.
Yeah, Rick is not comfortable, so he unfancies himself a bit. Like, if he's got the frilly collar, like, that gets torn off, the hat gets thrown down.
Okay. As you do this, you notice a few of the shades, the ones that are dancing, a couple of the couples have stopped and are just kind of staring on your direction. So, the two of you, I want to give me a performance check. One of you do it with advantage, because you're working together on this.
what's performance?
It's a charisma one.
Dance, monkeys, dance!
You are leading.
Apparently Mrs. Detwater's leading. Yeah, whoever's leading gets to do the performance check. You too, Garrett, give me a performance check. People say you never use performance.
14.
Can I guide?
No.
No? Okay. Natural 20.
Wow.
That
Okay.
was a 14.
14 total?
Mhm.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so as you go through, you find yourselves just elegantly dancing. Mrs. Detwater is clearly very
This is
practiced
what we
at
do in our
this.
spare time.
you practice dancing.
We do not.
And you actually dance so well that as you dance towards the king, a few of the specter couples kind of part ways, and you notice a few of them stop and are looking in your direction. But not in a creepy way, but
We
We're going to do Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh.
And so you're
True lies.
We're
We're going to do the tango.
Okay.
so you find yourself being able to make your way towards the king. Garrett, you're okay.
I put
you're,
a rose
you're doing
in
a
your
pretty
mouth.
good job. The specter girl, it's really hard to read her emotions,
Right?
but she's following along well
Okay.
enough. You're not tripping over her feet too well. You try a spin here or there, and it kind of works.
Okay.
It's hard to it's hard to kind of force her into a spin when it's all just kind of vaporous.
You'd be like, I don't want to do it too fast.
But
enough,
you're
or
you're
just
having
disappear.
you're having a little harder time following them. You're finding that the crowd is kind of in your way, and so
Okay.
you're not quite where they are. As you stand there and kind of look around, more and more of the couples are stopping, and you're seeing slowly a ring is starting to form around you.
They're going to beat him up.
Let's come over again.
I'm going to just try to keep walking in the direction that they're dancing.
Can you at least do it elegantly or gracefully?
Nobody puts Rin in the corner.
Okay, so you find your way blocked, unless you're going to walk through them.
They block me?
They're in your way. They've formed a little ring around you.
Can Ren breakdance?
That'd be pretty good.
I'll try to push my way through.
No.
Okay. All right. So now that you're now in front of the king, and the king is it's a much darker shadow, and it's holding a scepter with actually in this light, it's glowing a white light, and he's holding in his arms right now, and he's flanked by what looks to be like a queen and maybe like a princess. It's hard to tell because they're just specters. You're still kind of trying to get your way through. What would you like to do now that you've managed to get?
I think I'm gonna I'm gonna offer the my dance party here to the king.
He will not.
She's not property!
You. Offer in
Just
what
like
sense?
that without words?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna
Would
to
you
beckon?
like?
okay. So the king just kind of sits motionless, doesn't seem to react to that.
You freaking idiot.
Well, then I'm gonna try to dance with the queen.
So you're gonna go up and offer your hand to the
Yes.
queen. Do you say anything, or you just offer
So
your
I'm
hand?
off my hand.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
You're
You're good at that, right?
I rolled a 19.
So it's probably 19 then,
It's probably 19.
right? Maybe even 18.
No, it'll be. Oh crap. It's 19.
19. Nice. The queen accepts.
Nice.
Wow.
She reaches out her hand. You pick her.
Try to get the scepter.
And you pull the queen away. The king kind of watches as you depart. And there's no expression on the face. There's no face. It's all just outline and shadow. And anytime you try to focus on it too much, your eyes kind of blur and you can't quite make out the details. The scepter, on the other hand, is much more real. Not quite real, but more real. Kind of like the architecture. It's as solid as the architecture, which is still wispy, dreamy-like, but still more there than the shadows. So you pull the queen out. So are you going to keep trying to make your way
Yep.
to them, but you want to do it elegantly?
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
give you
yeah.
a
I will
give you a performance check.
take my time. 12.
12. All right, so you kind of make your way a little closer.
Okay.
You think you can pick out. It's hard to see. The queen seems to get up and walk down, but you're not sure why.
Yeah, I guess I definitely wouldn't see him.
Yeah. you just see her kind of wander away from the throne, and you're just trying to see, and the king's still sitting there, and you can see Mrs. Doubtwater standing there, just near the king. What did you want to do?
I would like to offer my hand to the king as well to dance.
So you're going to walk up to the king and offer
Yeah.
your hand? Are you going to say anything?
I'll say, "My lord, would you like to have a dance?"
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Hopefully he speaks common.
15.
15. The king remains motionless. And it kind of cocks its head. Seems to be looking past you over to where they're dancing.
Okay.
So you try to push your way through. And the moment you reach into one of the shadows, your hand goes cold and you feel that chill go up you. And I want you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, joy. Not bad.
There's probably nothing bad. They're only undead.
How bad could it be? 17.
Okay, so you pass. You're going to take half damage.
Okay.
So you feel this 5 necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
Oh, wow.
Don't touch. No dancing on your way.
Unless you were going to dance.
And you swear that you can kind of make out the expressions on their face a little better now.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be upset and angry at you. And the circle, now that you kind of reached in and you kind of pull back, and you realize as you turn around and look around you, the circle is closing in on you.
Dance your way out, bro.
I'll be like, friends, I have a bit of a problem here.
It's pretty noisy in the room as you're shouting. But you can kind of make out Rin's voice off in the distance, but you can't make out what he says. So you're still standing in front of the king. And as you look to the sides, a couple of what looks like the king's guards, they seem to be approaching the throne.
Okay.
They're not super aggressive, it doesn't look like, but they're still moving towards you.
I bow. I'm going to back off deep into the shadow people. And I'm going to use disguise self to disguise myself as the shadow queen.
So how are you gonna do that?
Can't I just...
Oh, it's a spell.
Yeah.
Does the spell require material components?
Don't I... Because I have the...
You don't have anything.
You don't have your focus.
See what it requires.
That's my problem.
Nope.
At will.
No, it's no material.
No material, it's just verbal and somatic?
Yeah.
Or just verbal or just
It's
somatic?
verbal smack.
Yeah.
Okay, so you back off, and you actually like cast an illusion on yourself to look like the queen.
The Shadow Queen.
The Shadow Queen. Okay. So you do that. You kind of disappear. Now give me a stealth check as well.
Stealth.
As you try to
Plus
disappear
3.
into it as it's happening.
15.
That's enough. He does not seem to notice this.
Okay.
It doesn't mean he hasn't hasn't done his investigation check yet to see it. He has to have a reason to at this point, because you disappeared and you come back. Now, how are you going to play this? Because you can see that his attention is kind of over to where the queen actually is dancing. And before we do that,
I'm going to try to dance her to the punch bowl. I'm going to try to dance her over to Rin.
so you're going to try to move her away from the king?
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah, buddy. It's in my hand.
Where's my bard when I need him?
It's 15, so it's probably a 15.
It is a 15. You do a decent job.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtwater's lessons have been paying off. You managed to, with some skill, you still have a little bit of resistance, but you kind of find a path. You also find that the
really
queen.
Call her confidence.
Yes, it's also the queen being with you. You notice that the people are a lot more willing to kind of part out of your way, and so you bring her deeper into the crowd, and now the king is like this, looking back and forth. Coming back to Garrett. Are you going to continue to try to...
If I hear
You heard
Rin's,
Ren yelling, but you
then
can't quite make out his words.
I kind of roll my eyes and start leading her back.
Give me a performance check.
Ooh, that's a 5.
All right, so you accidentally step on her shadowy foot, and you see her just kind of back off and look at, and she stops for a second. But then she resumes the dance with you, but you don't make it... You kind of waste your time
That's the time, okay.
make up for that. Brother Rin, what are you doing? You're searching for a spell that doesn't require material components?
Oh, yeah. And you'd be surprised how few there are.
I've never needed material components for my
We've
stuff.
always had...
Because you would have your arcane focus, so material components.
Oh,
would be
right,
relevant.
I don't have
the
room.
VSM.
Right, I don't have
The
the
M
room
part,
with
if
me.
you have your focus, you generally don't need to
Because we
use
don't have
it.
our stuff
Is
with
it
us.
really gonna
That's
get you?
right.
Right. Yeah, all of a sudden, when wizards or
rhythm is
spellcasters
gonna
are
get you.
taking everything away,
The rhythm is going to get you.
Rhythm is- I'm going to, so I'll back away.
okay, so you find yourself in a smaller circle now, and then they're slowly kind of shadowing closer to you.
Shadowing.
Well, they're not walking. It's more like
Yeah, it's
it's
like
more
a
like this
mist.
slow
Yeah.
Your
creep.
guidance from the wise, glorious fun.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay, what does that do?
It basically means if I drop to 0, I stop at 1.
In like one time only kind of thing.
Yeah,
So the next time you drop to 0, you drop to 1.
that's right. And if there's any effects that it's like save or die, I ignore those while the Death Ward's up.
I see.
So I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself and start praying to Kalina.
Are you gonna pray to Kalina? Okay, give me a spell roll then, like just a general. So that in your case it'd be your charisma plus your proficiency.
Wisdom.
No, wisdom,
Or sorry,
right?
wisdom plus
Yep,
your proficiency.
14.
14? Okay, we'll come back to you. So you all of a sudden are just like, you make the motions and say the arcane words, and you feel that, you start to feel Kalina's presence around you. She seems distant. And then you start to pray, and you start to feel her presence coming closer. And we'll come back to that in just a second. Okay, so you've currently got the queen away. You're kind of fumbling about, and you now look like the queen. But you haven't heard her talk, so you don't know what she sounds like.
Oh.
In fact, you hear all these voices, but you can never pinpoint which one is actually saying it. The closest you ever got was that giggle, where you heard it from different directions, but it matched what it was doing. So you can be like, okay, it was probably her. But
It also could have been something else.
yeah, it's so hard because you're like what you're hearing right now is what you're hearing. You're hearing conversation, but when you look around, you can never pick out. It's weird. It's a very eerie feeling. This whole thing. So what would you like to do?
I'm now going to step up and go right up to the king.
Like walk in front of the king?
Yeah.
Or like back to your throne?
I'm gonna go back to the throne.
Okay.
How actually? So there's king's throne, and what is the distance between my throne?
It's like right next to it.
Right
If
next
you sat in it, you could reach your hand over and put your hand on his arm. Like he's right there.
And where is he right now? Is he standing or is he
No,
sitting?
he's sitting.
I'm gonna go to my throne.
Okay. Your throne. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You maintain that confidence.
Yeah.
Give me a deception check now.
I have an advantage.
You do have
now.
advantage because you're now trying to pass yourself to somebody else. Pass off yourself to somebody else.
15 plus 7, which is math.
22.
No, you had that. You were right.
Okay.
Lucky.
You see,
plus math.
as you come back, he seems the shade seems to visibly relax as it notices you, and you come back and you sit back down, and it just casually looks in your direction and then looks back out in the subjects in a very regal way.
And I'm gonna have.
Okay, now what?
And then I'm gonna grab the bubble.
Okay, hold on. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
So you're about to do this. All right, Rin. Actually, let's do Garrett first. Do you want to try to force your way towards Rin again?
Yep.
So
I'm gonna...
you still want to do it casually as a dancing move?
Yes.
You don't want to start running, yelling, and screaming through all the shades?
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice!
Hey!
22.
Hey, so you actually find that you do a bit of a dip, and then you do a twirl.
All the way.
Nice.
And people just are so impressed that they kind of part.
She's just a whirlwind.
It's just, and then there's a bit of a throw, and then to the side, and then you can see that Rin's only about 15 feet away, and you see that he's encircled by a bunch of these shades, and that he's currently in a motion of prayer. So he doesn't seem like he's doing too well.
When the shadow comes to, is it a different shadow person?
Can I do one of those, I go to, twirl her out and let go and launch her at the ring?
Is that a Beyblade?
It's a Beyblade.
I don't know if that was...
Let her rip!
Let her rip!
Yo, those are sweet toys, Kay?
Probably not, but we'll come back to you in just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so Rin, as you pray, you all of a sudden feel the warm presence of Kalina, and as you look down, what is your holy symbol again?
It's a reliquary, so it's like a little bone or something.
But is it hanging around your neck kind of thing?
Yeah.
So as you look down, you notice it has materialized. What would you like to do?
Oh.
I'm going to hold it, and I'm just going to wait. I'm going to let those shades, as many, get as close to me as possible.
They're all 5-6 feet away from you right now.
I'll channel and turn.
Okay. So that's wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
Okay.
For every shade within 30 feet of me.
There are a lot of them. So I'm going to do some group checks. Oh. We just switched to ominous music. Really, I was just looking up the shades.
If you make my dance partner run away from me, I'll be very upset.
You're
I'm
more than
enjoying
30.
the ball.
You're more than 30 feet away.
I'm enjoying the ball.
Have a good girl. Time to go to
You ruined all my fun, Rin!
Sorry, the music has to go away for a second while I just.
This is the greatest D&D session ever. So much dancing.
I can't believe this is actually what it is. It's actually dancing.
I never went to my prom. Now I'm there. Roleplay my prom, bro.
Okay, yeah, they're
Coolest
plus 0.
prom
So where was I? Let's get that dance music back on. So I'm gonna do 4 checks.
Does that mean I'm prom queen?
That'll represent the 4 different directions. Okay?
Yes. Yep.
DC 16.
Prom queen.
DC 16.
So I'm going to do the direction towards the throne first. 1. Direction away from the throne. 15 to fail. To the left is a 13, and to the right is a 12. So in all directions. Now, that deserves this.
That's
The
unfortunate.
music all of a sudden drops as everybody is kind of doing their thing. You're nearby, and your dance partner all of a sudden just starts to. And there's this ring.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's also this poof, and just the shades don't as much run away as it is. You're almost dispelling them in a 30-foot direction. That just you just feel this wave. It's almost like a light nova going in all directions from you 30 feet, and you happen to be within that 30 feet. You can feel it wash over you. Feels good. And your partner just kind of vaporizes and goes off.
Sarah!
I always loved you. And you happen to actually...
I'm putting myself between the queen and the
You're
wave
no,
of
not the queen.
red energy. No!
And at this point, the rest of the specters, the music stops, and they all just, the whole guise of whatever they were changes. And now the whole room, everything more than 30 feet away from you, the specters just, they manifest as these dark, blobby creatures. And they turn in every direction, including the king. But they don't seem to notice you. But all of a sudden, you're all standing there.
I'm angry as well. I'm with you, specters.
And
How dare you, sir?
Including the queen that you're holding.
I know, right?
And she turns, and I want you all to roll initiative.
Come right for you. Where my die go?
No, I've rolled better.
You see it? At least part of the floor now.
There's a red one too.
That'll be fine.
It's on an adventure.
Did you lose your dice?
I have one. I only lost one.
Okay, 20 or higher.
I save? No.
Huh?
I was gonna cheat.
15 or higher? Oh.
Oh.
Well, this is about to get interesting. 10 or higher?
10.
13.
11.
13?
Oh, we found our cluster.
Yeah, we found it. 13 for Hobart. Sorry, what was next?
11.
You were
10.
I'm 10.
So 11 is Doubtwater.
Oh, crap, I gotta check my spells.
And then 10 was the two of you. Rin and Garrett. Okay. All of a sudden, the king just stands up and just floats directly towards, in this case, the closest would be Professor Hobart. And so now, oof, he's gone. He's now, yeah, he's 50 feet away from you now.
So close.
You're so close. 50 feet. And he all of a sudden comes up right next to you and just, his arms just move out and it basically, you can feel it reaching in and trying to drain the life from you.
Bro,
I
same
love it, come
side.
back.
I was dancing.
Okay? You ready?
Yep.
21?
Wait. Oh, that shield will give me 20. Never mind, it hits me.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to.
Well, you have to.
16.
16 is a pass, so you're not going to have your life drained, but you are still going to take 28
Whoa!
necrotic damage. Does that knock you unconscious?
No.
Okay, but you would have lost 28 of your hit points, too, if you had failed that Constitution saving throw. Okay. Now it's your turn.
Let's grab the scepter. Wait. I'll teleport on top of the scepter.
What?
Why don't you grab the scepter
Like a
and
pole.
teleport?
Yeah, grab it like a
I can do both.
So you're going to try to grab it out of his hands?
No, I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport to exactly on top of the scepter. Tell me I can't.
Tell me I can't.
Well, you can get there, but whether you are you going to try to wrestle it out of his hands?
I'm
or
gonna
you
hold on
just-
to it,
or you just-
and then I'm gonna use my class teleportation as my action. So that was my opposed action. I'll be gone with the scepter.
Except that he's holding it.
And so am I. I'm taking it with me.
You can't just take
Why
something out of
can't
somebody's hands.
You're the GM. Why can't I?
Because I'm saying you can't.
Why can't I? It's just like it takes stuff with me. I'm holding on to it.
Right, but you can't take something out of somebody else's hands.
Well, sure I
You
can.
gotta wrestle it out of their hands first.
I could just go like that.
I disagree.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna spend the time to look up all the rule precedents. If you want to try to grab it and wrestle his hands and then teleport away, he's right there. You can do that.
Yeah.
Would you like to try to do
No,
that?
I was gonna grab the bubble.
So you're just gonna, but so you just grab it just to touch it?
Just yes.
Okay, I still need you to give me a dexterity check. Call it acrobatics. And he's gonna, as you move towards
22.
it, he tries to pull it away. 6, but he's very slow. And you grab onto it, and you feel an energy kind of surge through you, but nothing else happens. You can feel that this item is magical.
And I break it away. Not the scepter, just the bauble.
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's firmly attached. It's not a bauble. This doesn't look like a bauble. It's just this white orb. It looks like what would have been on
I'm
the
gonna
scepter. But you're now holding on to it well. He wasn't able to pull it away. Did you want to try to yank it out of his hands?
Yes.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
2.
13.
That is higher than 2.
Yeah. So you're just like, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh, goodbye.
Mrs. Delwater.
No, goodbye! Bonus action, I'm out of here. Where is the safest place?
Next to him, because
Right-
there's a 30-foot
Oh!
radius. So, poof! And this is just a Misty Step?
Yeah.
Okay, so Misty Step, all of a sudden you're just like, you're grab onto you like, oof! And all of a sudden you're next to Brother Rin, who currently...
This is your fault!
There's a 30-foot...
My fault! You touched the bauble after
You
I said no!
That's 6 seconds, right?
It actually is your fault.
This is Detwater.
What?
I was about to grab it,
You
doing
grab it.
something, and then you went.
It actually is her fault.
This is Detwater. You are... What did I say? 50
There's always
feet?
one person in the group who just won't dance!
50 feet away.
Alright, I think I might just do a Jericho missile on this guy's head. Fireball. On his head.
You're gonna drop a fireball right there? Okay.
Do you have material? Can
Oh, yeah, no, you can't.
All right. Can't do a Jericho missile. All right, I'll just blast them right in the back.
That doesn't require material, right?
Probably not. Cantrip. Try it.
It's cantrip.
Yeah,
Okay.
some cantrips require minor things.
Nope.
Okay.
2 shots.
So before you roll it, okay, as you go to do this, you look down and you notice that your disguise has been dropped.
Okay.
But all your equipment is there.
Oh.
Fireball.
So now I can fireball?
Yeah, so basically, yeah, you can rummage around, find your spell, your arcane focus or your spell components. And
Okay.
Fireball.
So now, Jericho missile.
So you want to drop a fireball on him.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the damage. He fails his dexterity, and then there's a bunch of other round rooms, so I'm just going to roll them. Pass, fail, pass.
10, 15, 18, 20, 25, 28.
So 28.
Was that wrong?
No, it was right, but like,
What? That's how I do it.
No, I know, but you're like 10, 15. Then you added numbers wrong, but you're told the end was right.
I did it right.
It doesn't matter.
28? 28?
28.
Your total was right.
I did it right. Leave me alone. I did it right.
You did. I'm actually just picking on you. I'm actually gonna do it. You did it right.
Okay, so the explosion goes through, and it looks like it should just rip right through them all. And it definitely does damage them, but it seems less effective than what you would expect.
Okay.
So the fire's kind of part of it just kind of passes through them, but and a lot of them then reconstitute. So none of them actually die from it. Okay. And you can see that some of them didn't get out of the way. They took the full force of the blast, and they did not die. Anything else you'd like to do? You have move.
Can I get as far away from all the ghosts as possible?
They're all around you.
Can I move as far away?
Play dead. Go.
Can I just move away?
Away, they're all around you in every
Like
direction. You can't unless you can teleport or fly.
Just start.
Can I have a broom?
Broom of flying.
Yeah.
So what's the rule for the broom? Do you have to use a bonus action to activate it, or
I'm gonna
does it
look
just
at
give you fly?
It just gives you fly.
It's
Broom
just
of
like
fly.
the idea of him just like gets on his broom. Whee!
It has a flying speed of 50. It can carry up to 400 pounds.
Yeah. But what activates it?
Speak command word.
I speak the command word.
It doesn't say as a bonus action or as an action. Okay, you can speak a command word for free.
All right. So get on.
So you grab your broom, and you go straight up,
Yep.
and it goes 50 feet.
Yep.
Oh, so you could have actually got to him. So you go 50 feet straight up.
Yeah.
All right, it's just whee up it, and it's a very high ceiling
Okay.
in this open ballroom. Okay, the wraiths all go,
Yeah.
and they all start to just swarm around all of you. Unfortunately, 50 feet does not get you far enough away, because that is how far they fly. And all of you, I want all 4 of you to give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
17 and 19.
13 and 28.
20 and 13.
Okay, hold on. Don't tell me the numbers yet. I realize I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
23.
That's fine, not yet. The DC is 10. The DC is 10.
Oh.
Did anybody fail?
No.
So you all passed. So you're going to take half of each of these. So one of them was
gosh.
5, and the other one was 3. So that means you're going to take 2 and 1.
Ooh.
So only 3 necrotic damage, but your total hit points goes down by 3 as well. I rolled low, and you passed all your saves. That could have been quite deadly otherwise. So the specters are all around you. For all intents and purposes, you've evaporated tons of them, you've blown up a bunch, but there just seems to be many, many more.
How many is many?
You can't see the end of it.
I'm gonna start dancing.
And like you see through the doorways, you can see more kind of pouring through. But it's hard to count them because they just blend together so well too. Brother Rin and Garrett, you go at the same time.
We gotta get the
Can I see the king?
From where you are, give me a perception check.
10?
No,
I do not see him.
you do not see him.
Minus 3.
No, it's 5.
Oh, I did the 3 damage already.
And we're pretty much surrounded, right?
Yeah. You feel like you could walk through them, but it might hurt you.
If I send my hand up 10 feet,
Yeah.
can I see him then?
Oh, that's good. Okay. So you want to move up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you go up there, you can see the survey of the room. You can see that there's like this swarm of them, like in a cone shape, and at the top of it, you see Mrs. Doubtwater just trying to wave them off. And yeah, you see a little disturbance in the area, but you do. One stands out because it's holding this glowing orb and moving towards your direction.
How far?
About 40 feet.
I will put... Can I see Hobart? Yes, because I can see him.
Hobart's with me.
Yeah, they're not far. They're only like 15, 20 feet away.
I will scream, Hobart, get the orb! And I'll cast Sanctuary on you.
This is wise. I wasn't very strong, but I'll try.
Yeah, you do have all your... It's anybody, if you look down, you'll see
why
that.
don't you just do it to yourself?
Yeah, actually, I'll put it on myself then.
I'll scream, no, do it yourself!
You get it yourself, you maniac.
I'll put it on myself and then move the hand
How
in
much
the
more
direction.
movement you have? 30 more feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get like 10 feet away from it. Or, yeah, somewhere around there. You get closer to it. Brother Ren, you got specters all around you.
If you start dancing,
It's
now,
hard.
I'm
It's
so
hard.
mad.
It's hard to distinguish one from another. There's just groups of them.
You can turn on that again.
We could. I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So that'll happen on my turn then.
Yep.
Okay. So all of a sudden, a bunch of spectral owls start to flow around you and Professor Hobart.
Is my gear back too?
Yeah, you notice it all back now.
So I'm going to pull out my Mace of Disruption as well.
Okay. So free action, pull out your mace.
And it glows like a torch, 20, like 20 bright, 20 dim.
Right. Is that all the time or only when
All
it's
the
undead?
time.
Okay, so you just hold it up and that light kind of flows out. Does it have any effect on undead?
If I hit them.
Okay. Nice. All right, so you hold it up and you can kind of see they pull back a little bit, but it's not making them run, obviously. Okay. The king sees your hand moving towards it.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, would I notice that? It's going really fast and it's kind of small. And it just floats up to your hand.
If you're going to do something that's an attack or harmful spell, you must have pass a wisdom saving throw first.
15?
Yeah. It was 13.
Oh, it's 13. Okay. All right, so he comes up, and I guess I need to pull it back open. And he just kind of grabs onto your hand, and you feel this coldness creep down your arm. 25.
25 per, and that's damage and max HP.
No. 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That hits.
That hits. All right, give me a Constitution saving throw.
27.
Is a pass.
I have plus 10.
Hit plus 10 Constitution.
Yes.
Nice. All right, so you don't lose this permanently, but you are still going to take 22 necrotic damage.
No problem.
And that is all it's going to do. Hobart, what are you going to do?
Is my stuff back?
Yep.
All right. I'm sending the original Randy. He's original Randy now. To go help the hand when he goes to break the bauble.
Okay, so just
Just
general,
need
a
the
general
help
action.
action.
A help action.
And then
Now that is a...
I'm just sending my owl out.
Yeah, but don't you have to use a bonus action to command it?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't think so, but okay. But can you just give me a layout what's around me right now? 'Cause
Spectres.
How close and how many?
Well, lots.
Close
Is
and
there a
lots.
2 feet.
Is there a spot I can see where they're not?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. It's not like the room is packed with them. It's more like they're all flowing in. You can see different areas
Okay,
where
so-
it's clear.
Okay, actually,
As you look around too, take
that's what we do. I want to look around.
a quick look around. You do see balconies as well. There are specters in some of them, but
No, I think it just sort of talks. So I don't do anything.
what's that?
Familiar accidentally do. I'll always obey your commands.
Okay,
Has no. Actually, I should roll initiative for him.
that's fine. We'll play them at your initiative.
So yeah, I'm gonna. There's got to be something else in this room that Like the situation is.
So do you want to spend your action then to really try?
I do want to see what's going on here.
Give me an investigation check then.
19.
19? Okay, so as you spend the few seconds to be like, what's the... Because you know that you've gone through a series of puzzles with these things, right? And so you figured that out. And so you're like, what's the trick here? And nothing stands out. All you see is formless masses of specters pouring in all the different entrances. You see the architecture, but you can't quite ever look at the architecture. Anytime you try to look closely, your eyes just blur, as if you're meant to just take it in general, and not anything specifically. The only thing that as you look around, now that you have kind of from the point of view of your owl looking down, it's an owl, right? Yeah. Looking down, the only thing that stands out amongst it is the king, who's just is a different color, different shade than the rest of them, and that scepter it's holding seems to be glowing.
Just the king. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you can't even pick out the queen amongst the crowd at this point.
Kill the king.
Everything is just specters and the king and the scepter. Okay?
Yep.
This is Deltwater. You are up 50 feet above, and there's specters all around you.
Can I fire from on top of the broom?
Sure. I don't know, maybe. Can you?
And how many are...
We'll figure out if you can or cannot afterwards. How many?
All that matters.
How many? So I'm flying.
How many are swirling around you?
Yeah.
You can't pick up the number. Dozens, probably.
All right.
Some of them you can still see like the fire trilling off of them for where you blew them up with the fireball.
And how does the king look?
It's really hard to tell from this distance.
All right.
Unhurt.
You hit him with the fireball.
That's true.
I did.
Just remember, his hand is standing next to the king. So you fireball again, you're hitting him.
All right.
Plus don't.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's go for Eldritch Blasts to the king.
You've got things within 5 feet of you, so it's disadvantage.
Can I fly on my broom?
You can if you want to take a bunch of opportunity attacks. You can pass through them as well. Ask Brother Rin how that went.
Not well. I'll take the disadvantages.
I'm still here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
I'll
okay.
take the disadvantages.
All right, take your shot.
What, 2/3 of you?
So the first one,
Yeah.
That's good. No, you like double.
13.
Is a hit.
Hey!
You get a +9.
I do.
Oh, that's right, because you got the rod, the +2 rod. Nice.
I get +4.
13's a hit.
9. Yeah, 9 damage.
Okay.
And the second one.
That impacts and kind of. You see it seems to take full force.
He does not like force.
That's going to be a hit.
4 is the hit for him.
Yeah, like you're not gonna.
Oh.
5 damage.
Well, that's
Something.
Yeah, so just you kind of as all these specters are swarming around you, and you can feel that coldness, their necrotic touch. You just kind of sight the king through the shadows and just poof, poof, and they go through and both just explode, and chunks of shadow kind of wisp away, and then kind of reform back onto the king.
Okay.
And
If I do move, I take a ton of damage, right?
most likely,
I will brave it.
unless you disengage first, but you already used your action.
Yep, I'll brave it.
All right, so you're just kind of staying in there, just shuffling around wherever you can.
Hitting on the broom.
It's the Wraith's turn. They swarm around. Everybody give me 2 Constitution saving throws. The DC's 10.
Do I still need to with Sanctuary up?
Do they get
I guess we have to check to see if I can do it against you first.
and
So,
do they get hit by my?
oh, right. Yes.
Spirit the Guardians.
Well, hold on. So, okay, so those 2, we'll come to you in a second. Let's do yours first.
Pass them both.
You pass them both?
Yeah.
Okay, and
20 and 18.
so you pass them both. So you're going to take 1 and 2. So you're both going to take 3 necrotic damage total because they rolled low again.
Is there a chance though that the Spirit Guardians will kill them? Because
That's where Steve's not.
Steve's with me,
Oh, that's right. Steve's right
so
next
he
to
would
you.
be inside the Spirit
hold-
Guardians.
so
That
hold-
matters because I have exactly 3.
You have exactly 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 rolls because it's kind of the groupings of them
Yeah.
attacking. And any of that fail won't attack because you'll have kind of destroyed those and it'll take another turn for them to swarm on in. Okay, so what's the DC?
16.
And this is a dexterity saving throw?
This is a
3 damage.
Wisdom DC 16.
Wisdom, DC 16. I got 16 and 6. So you're only going to take 1 of those.
Oh, okay.
And so I'll randomize which one. On a 4 plus,
I
it's,
don't care.
on a 4 plus, it's a 2. So you take 2.
So I just have to make 1 save.
Yeah, make 1 save, which you
So-
pass. So
yeah,
you take 2
17.
necrotic damage, and your total is reduced by 2.
I think we should do.
You've got Sanctuary on, so I've got to do...
13. Wisdom.
Was the monster mash?
What's going on over there?
I'm preparing to dance for my next turn. I think we have to dance your way back into their good graces.
Sorry, what's the DC?
13.
13? I fail.
Okay.
So you feel them swarming around you, and they're like, you can see their faces, like these. Now you can see these long mouths opening as they're kind of trying to put into their deep black eyes, and their arms coming out in all directions, and you just feel it just pressing in. Did I roll 1 or 2? I only rolled 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta do the second one because there's basically 2 groups. They fail as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're all just, you can feel that protection, and they're all just colliding against. You feel this like dum, 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 and this orb around you, just holding them off.
Okay. Better than I expected.
Brotherin and Garrett.
So I succeeded my concentration check from the damage I took.
Okay.
So
you don't
Spirit
drop.
Guardians are still up.
Okay.
Can I make it to the king?
To the wall.
You'd have to pass through specters. They're still all around you.
You do.
Do you want me to go first to see what my hand does?
Well, I'll just start moving that direction, and the first specter that's near me, I'll hit it with my mace.
They're all around you.
I forgot.
Like basically, there is no path. They're swarming so much.
Okay.
Your spirit guardians basically carved a path, and then they immediately filled it. But the ones that filled it didn't attack you, so they were spending their turn filling it. So basically, you're trapped in place unless you have a way to move around. Or you can do something that would temporarily disable them. Like if you did your Channel Divinity again, for example, that would clear out 30 feet around you, and then you'd be free to move this turn.
How far away is the king?
At this point, he went up 10, he went up 40. So you're about 30 feet away. It could actually hit the king, possibly.
Oh, wait. I'll do it. I'll do that.
You're going to Channel Divinity?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do 4 of them again, and I'm going to do a separate one for the king. Actually, I'll just do 2 groups to kind of represent towards the king and away from the king.
Yep.
DC is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom DC 16.
The one towards the king, roll 14. And the other ones roll 2. So once again, that just they're all this kind of crumbling away. You have that bursting nova coming out, and they're just kind of bouncing against it and being thrown away from it, all the way up to the king. Now I'm going to roll one for the king. A 20. So he passes. So he seems unaffected by it. But now there's a clear path between you and the king and his hand. Hand.
That's where I go.
Okay, so that's going to be your move right up to the king. Mm-hmm. Any bonus actions? That Channel Divinity was not a bonus action, it was action?
It's an action.
Okay. It's a pretty big deal, so
yeah,
it's good that it's an action. So you just call to Kalina and just get them all out around you.
Yep.
Garrett?
Okay, well.
What are you going to try to do?
Hand. Grab scepter.
He's going to try to wrestle the hand out of him?
Yep.
The original Randy's there.
Oh, yeah,
Randy's You're going to help. So give me an athletics check.
With advantage, right? Because they're Randy?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Oh, nice!
Nat 20 plus 7.
I can't beat that. Because I have a -2 strength. So the only way I would have beaten it if you didn't.
I could have beat him!
Because you rolled a 1! That's why I actually rolled. That's why I'm like, I could lose.
I rolled a 3.
I could lose.
That's hilarious.
You're
Little feeble gnome.
He's a -2 strength. They're not very strong. They're wispy. It's not hard to yank something out of their hands, man. It's something solid. Yeah, so you yank it out and you immediately feel this, that it's a magic thing, but you're not sure what to do with it yet.
Was that my action to pull it away from him?
Yes.
Yes, you are. You're sure.
Hit him with it.
You're going to attack him with it?
Well, I can't do anything. I can't do it this turn.
Well, you got movement still.
I just break it. Touch the orb.
Can you at least move the scepter away from him? So he
I guess I'll pull it.
You'll take opportunity.
Got your nose.
Oh, you're not bad if you're
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so as you move away, that king just swipes up at your hand.
DC 13.
DC. Oh, right. Fails. Oh, no. He's got a +2.
Okay.
13. He passes. And he'll get advantage on this because you're flanked.
23.
22.
Yes.
Your AC mattered. Woo! He swipes up as you move back with your hand.
How does his hand have 23 AC? The shield's way over there.
It makes sense.
It's covered in adamantine.
Well, it's really small.
He has a gauntlet.
It's really small, all right? It's hard to hit. Give him a break. You're right, though. But at the same time.
Does my hand even smaller have a 24 AC?
No, you have whatever your AC is. I worked hard for that AC.
I spent hard for that AC.
Yeah, so you managed to pull back. Where are you going?
I'm trying to bring it back to me.
Okay, you can get it all the way back to you.
Okay.
Because you bring it up and over and just reattach your hand. And now you're holding the rod.
Homer, what do I do with this?
Bring it! Just bring it!
Yeah.
You
Would you have movement left to get to...
Well, you don't have... You've already used your action, right?
Yep.
So you can't break it this turn.
Okay. That is my turn.
Well, maybe we should move...
Or...
He's used all his movement.
Oh.
I guess...
He has to use his movement to move the hand. So you've used all your movement. You've done your action. All you have left is a bonus action at this point. Do you have any bonus action things?
Shield of Faith?
I could Shield of Faith. It's my last spell slot, though.
You'll lose your...
No, Sanctuary. Sanctuary doesn't need concentration.
Yeah.
No?
It's awesome like that.
Wowzers.
Yeah, it's powerful.
25 armor?
Just in case, right?
Well, if he made an attack, Sanctuary would drop.
Yeah.
But Shield of Faith wouldn't break Sanctuary.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it. I'll burn the last level 1.
Wowzers.
And go up to 25 AC?
Yeah.
Just try to stay alive?
Yeah. At
Even though
this
everything
point,
is making you do Constitution saving throws?
Hey, don't try to logic the paladin.
All right, sorry. My bad.
it makes sense in his head.
Okay, the king shrieks and just lifts up and comes straight at you. Because it's his turn now.
Can I get an attack of opportunity as he leaves?
Yes, you are next to him.
Give him smickety smack with the mace.
With the undead mace.
Oh, nice. Plus... I don't use a mace very often, so...
+6.
It'll be your strength. This is a strength weapon.
6, so 15?
Hit. That's a hit.
So it does a d6 for the mace, and then 2d6 radiant against undead or fiends.
Get him.
So that's a total of 10 plus 2, 12 damage.
All right, does it have any other effects?
Is he 25 hit points or less?
27.
No, isn't it total?
No, if after the attack he's 25 hit points or less, he
I
saves
thought
or
it
he
was the
just...
total.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
really?
way better.
Yeah.
I thought it was for like low level and
Cool. Oh, that's really cool. Next time. So he leaves. As he leaves, you smack into him. He's just... Parts of him just evaporated almost seems as and he doesn't really reconstitute those. He's leaking all over the place. He looks quite damaged. And I've also told you the number.
I'm pretty sure we can just kill him now.
And he comes flying at you and swings. He's got advantage because you're just surrounded by all his minions.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Oh.
So, if the target has 25 hit points, it must make DC 15 Wisdom save or be destroyed.
Okay, so I have more than that. I have 27.
On a success, oh, never mind. On a successful save, he becomes frightened. But he didn't have to make the save.
Also, he even becomes automatically at least frightened, right? So destroyed or frightened.
Ghost is frightened.
In this case, it wouldn't matter because he's going away from the thing that made him frightened. But okay, so he's attacking you, Mr. 25. 25.
Sanctuary?
Sanctuary. Okay, I got the 25. 17.
Okay.
So it's a hit. Give me a Constitution saving throw, Mr. plus 10 Constitution.
22.
All right, so you pass. So you're just going to take this damage. 5, 17, 20 necrotic damage.
20. I go down to 28.
I'm sure you're fine.
Well, we'll see. Professor Hobart.
There
There is currently a clear path between you and him because the specters haven't yet gone to fill in that. You've got a 30-foot radius area that's clear of the specters.
On his turn...
How many more things are you gonna?
At his turn, he should have had the owls on him, too.
Oh, before he went. All right, so
We don't have to retcon. I forgot. You go ahead.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot more.
My own
thing.
bad.
But yeah, because that could have brought him down below 25.
I know, and it would have halved his movement, so maybe he couldn't have got to hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Remember that for next time.
Yeah, well.
It's a lot of retconning.
Here's one.
Anyway, so you have a
So
clear path between you and Garrett,
I'm just gonna let
but
you.
you can see the king is on.
I'm
him.
just gonna let you bolt the king. Is there a clear path between? I want to let you bolt the king, but I can't. There's no
Easy.
table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can definitely hit him and nobody
It's my
else.
wand.
Okay, and it'll actually pass through and hit a bunch of specters. as well.
Bazap.
I don't care what the specter is.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw, I'm assuming?
That's how you roll.
20.
It's a lot of twos.
That's enough.
26.
Okay, so the lightning, you feel like it kind of passes through him. It does still connect, but doesn't do as much as you think it would. Get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Did you get what I'm laying down?
Someone
what
else
I'm
will. And now, is there a safe place to run?
You are currently in the middle of the safest place.
I love
If
it.
you go in any direction, you'll get closer to the specters.
I love it.
They're currently moving towards you, but they just got bashed back by his.
Okay. Okay. Can I like pull a potion and be like, I just stand there? Like when I go like, oh.
So if you fall, it goes into your mouth. No. All right.
Wait, hold on. Can I pour the potion in my mouth and not swallow it?
No. It's still in action.
It's gargling potion.
Come get me, goes, ah.
You with your 1 hit point left.
Puts potion in mouth, runs into combat.
This genius!
I got hit.
Oh,
All right.
Are you gonna make one of those beer hats? just bonus action. 3 item interaction.
I'm gonna decide it now.
That's actually a great idea.
Why hasn't anybody thought of this before? Anyways, Mrs. Deadwater,
All right.
you are still up in the air, surrounded by all sorts of
bonus
specters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my beloved and fire.
Your beloved king.
Yeah. Disadvantage, I imagine.
Yes.
I hit.
Wow.
All the way. There you go.
8 damage.
Do it again.
That's a hit.
We got a hit.
12 damage.
You got him. So you're just up there. You're trying. You feel like this wave of the specters coming around you, and you right through them, and they collide with the king, and just poof, he just disappears. The rest of the specters, all of a sudden, they just start swarming in even more anger.
Oh crap!
And I want each of you to. Okay. So you've got Sanctuary on. So
Should have broke it.
they both fail.
Okay.
You've got the
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians. Okay, so one passes, one fails. Don't roll the damage. It just kind of wards off the one. So you give me 1 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, nice. 22.
So you pass. So you're going to take 2 necrotic damage. I've been rolling super low on this one. And you lose 2 maximum hit points.
Okay.
They swarm into you. Nothing's to stop them from coming to you.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, because
I have 1 hit point.
Yeah, the minimum I could do is 3 damage, which means the minimum you can take is 1. But we still need to see how many maximum hit points you're going to lose. So give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Crit. And you pass.
Okay, so 5 and 8, so it's 4 and 2. So you're going to take 6 damage, and you're going to lose 6 maximum hit points. You 2 Constitution saving throws.
Are you down?
Yeah, he's down.
A 7 and a 13.
Okay, so 1's a fail. So here's the fail. So you're going to take the full brunt of this one. Oh, only 4. And the other one, you're going to take half. So 3 becomes 1. So you're taking 5 total. I've been rolling super low on these. I've been rolling d10s. I've rolled nothing higher than a 4.
So what's the total damage?
Wow.
7. And you lose 7 maximum hit points as well, as it drains your life force. Yeah, I haven't rolled higher than a 4 on a d10. I could be doing 12, 11, 10. I've been doing 3, 5, and 6. Okay, Brother Ren, what are you going to do? You're still there? They're swarming around more angrily now that their king is dead. They don't seem to be dispersing.
I'm unconscious, but I'm still dancing.
How far is he from you?
He's not really in sight. Probably if he's where he was, he's 30 feet away from you. But you can't see him.
I can't see him.
There's a dozen specters between you and him.
Okay. Well, is Pearl Power bonus action to recall?
Oh, I think it's an action. You have one too?
I gotta find mine here.
All these pearls of power.
It's a good basic item for a spell.
Yeah, action, speak command word.
Use action. Well, that'll still work. So I Pearl of Power
Okay.
to recall third level spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast my
Mass healing word.
Mass Healing Word,
So that gets everybody within.
which is a bonus action. Gets everyone within 60 feet.
Okay, how much?
Well, did everybody get cotton? Like, did they
60
have-
feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll get them. Yeah, that'll get everybody.
Can you also try to heal some of the wraiths? Maybe it hurts them.
Well, they're in the radius too, so if healing hurts them, it hurts them. So you guys get 7, but Steve, because you're at 0, you get 9.
Yeah!
Remember, your maximum hit points are still stunted.
Yep.
Hey, I'm at max health.
Oh, your max, whatever the reduced health
Yeah.
is? Yeah. Well, because all the damage you've been taking has just reduced your max health with it, right?
Oh, I killed the king, so I get temp HP. Look at me.
There you go.
He drank his life force.
Yeah, you take my life force, I'll take yours. Garrett, what are you going to do?
Smash.
Give me an attack roll.
Plus what?
Just a strength attack roll.
Okay, so 7. 16?
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Did I just
So
create
you
a
bring
note?
it down, and the orb on top just shatters, and this white cloud kind of comes out from it. But nothing else happens. That's your action. That's your move and your bonus action.
Does it still feel magical?
No.
Oops.
I sworn that was going to work.
Felt very epic.
Wait a minute, did he have
I think he just stands there dumbfounded.
Okay, that's your turn. Brother Rin, you already had your turn?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, you did a
power
mass
and-
heal. So we go back up to the king's initiative, and he reforms from the cloud that came out of the orb. And so you see as he reforms, he takes shape of the king that you saw before, but this time much more glorious.
Bigger?
And
We
bigger.
released him. We saved him. He's friendly.
And he holds
Yeah,
out
go with that.
yeah, friends.
He holds out his hand. He holds out his hands, and all the specters around all of a sudden stop, and they start to change color to white as well.
His final form.
And then he steps back. He does a bow, and everything goes black.
Uh-huh. I thought we were going to fight Frieza.
And you find yourself back in the SS Randy.
That's just Randy too.
SS Randy 2, sorry.
Well-
And you're all just sitting there, feeling cold from the necrotic. You look down, you can see like the veins of black from wherever you were touched by the
You
specters.
still have the scepter?
No.
Are you happy with yourself?
And
I
you
didn't
hear, and you
Yeah,
hear,
I had
a
to
little,
touch it.
and you hear a little ding, 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 and you look down and you can see the bauble that has now entered.
Ow, back in bed. Interesting.
Wow.
Who could have known?
Remember, you were just ready. You just got up. You were just
Who
healed.
could have known?
We might need these.
You're not feeling too good right now.
I'm fine at night.
Where to
I
now,
did the whole fight with 8.
genius?
You start with 8.
The whole fight I had 8. After the one hit, I was on 8 for the whole fight.
You need to find a place that we can rest.
Yeah, right here. That's just Randy too. Pulling the legs.
This is too cramped.
All right. Is there a building we've been to?
Yeah, we've been in here. There's upper levels.
Oh yeah, there's lots of places you
Let's
can-
just crawl up to the safe spot.
You ready for a long rest?
Even if we're not,
It's a little
we're ready.
early. You still have at least 2 or 3 more hours before it'd be time for that. You could actually take a long rest. But it's also getting on to evening at this point. Like a couple hours has actually passed while you were inside the bauble, even though you weren't in there for a couple hours.
Just stuff I want to do for sleep. I'm gonna try to copy a level 3 spell. I don't think how many hours?
I think it is it
1
2
hour per
hours.
level?
I think it's 2 hours per level. I want to say. You know what?
Super level?
You got a player's handbook. Look her up.
Why do you not know these things?
So you got 3 hours. So you can do 3 hours of spell copying.
I'm gonna.
Anybody else? What else? What else is everybody else gonna do?
So show each other our cool stuff.
So I've got-
Now you
Look
got
at
the
this.
sigil.
Look at this wonderful
We all
base I
found the
picked
same
up.
things.
It
Weird.
is quite wonderful. It is lighter. Almost hits a little harder than my past one.
Look what I can do.
Wow.
I'm gonna cast a bunch of spells on my ring before we go to
I'm
sleep.
not a witch.
A bunch? I
I'm
thought it was
not
just
a
one.
witch.
No, 5 levels. of
Not
spells.
a witch,
Oh.
she says.
We should start calling ducks ducks here.
I'm not a witch.
Toss her into the ooze, see if she floats.
With the term,
Oh,
with the term,
Too
with the term
soon.
warlock.
Too
feel more
soon.
appropriate.
It's just, oh, I see you got one of these cloaks as well.
I have one of these magic rooms as
They
well.
told me this was a
Can my
unique
magic,
piece of clothing.
can my magic room be a magic umbrella?
Well,
And why does everyone have my
That you can fly
pearl?
on it?
yeah.
Did you actually buy
I
one?
bought a magic room.
Did you actually buy a broom of flying? But you want it to be an umbrella of flying?
Yeah.
That would have cost more.
How much more? 200 gold more?
Sure.
That's all I have left.
What a coincidence.
He has an
Yes,
umbrella of flying.
You now have an umbrella of flying.
So do you like Mary Poppins?
I tried it.
Yes, it does.
It works like Mary Poppins, though. That is the rule.
Does he like? Yeah, he just
And then you
stands
can
there,
yell, "I'm
opens-
Mary Poppins, y'all!"
Mary Poppins, yo!
That's awesome.
Dang it!
You did this to yourself.
No, you did it to me.
That actually makes
It
sense.
just happened on camera. You did it to me.
That's actually really good because then you can actually drop acid on like bombs.
It just grabs this imaginary wind and you float away.
Yeah, that's how you have to fly with it.
I'm good.
That's
I'm
the
good.
rule now. And I want you to make a model of it, too.
Done. I think I can.
Yeah, you probably could. Okay, so you're going to figure that out. That's fine. You figure that out.
No, I'm fine. But I'm talking about let me know I cast spells before we go to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to charge up your ring, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and do that kind of stuff. I'll trust you to do it right. He's got what is it called? A ring of what?
The ring? Ooh, I forgot what it's called.
Spell storing?
I
It
could
might actually just be that. A lot of the items are.
Do you ever ring a spell string?
Is that what it's called?
Is that the one you unlock
Ring
5
of
levels
spells.
of spells into?
Yep.
Do you want me to lock a heal into it for you?
Can you do that?
Yep.
You can do that?
Yep.
Yup.
Can you cast it then?
Yep. A fighter we could put that on a
Yeah.
fighter and they could cast it on the ring.
Holy.
Does it require attunement though?
Yes.
Okay, so
Give me one of your ranged heals.
hold on. It requires attunement, and it doesn't say who does the spell casting. It just says doesn't require the person who's attuned to it to do the
Any
spell.
creature can cast a spell level 1 through 5 by touching the ring to cast a spell. The spell has no effect and is stored in the ring.
Cool.
The ring can hold this. 3 can hold the
But only the person attuned to
While
it.
wearing the ring, you can cast a spell stored in it. The spell uses a slot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm assuming it doesn't say, but you have to be attuned to it. That makes sense.
Yeah. What does it say requires attunement?
It does when you go into, requires attunement. You go into
Okay,
attunement.
yeah. So anybody can put the spell in, but only the person attuned to it can actually use it. That's
Very
cool.
useful.
That's a really nice item. Yeah, load it up with heals and give it to a fighter.
You
or
have
something,
you have 2 binders.
Oh, yeah. I went to grab this.
right? Is anybody else going to do anything before the long rest?
I'm going to talk to Garrett about. So, when we lost you, I had a bit of a vision when that occurred.
What kind of vision?
The kind that I think gave me the redemption that you were hoping for me.
You'll have to explain this vision to me.
Maybe if we make it out of here. But you and I are meant to be together. So I want to give you something.
It's odd because I have something for you as well.
Whoa.
Simmer down now.
This is going to be even more awkward. So I'm going to give you. I'm going to put up. I'm just going to put on the. If we're sitting on the floor resting.
Sure, yeah.
So I'll just put a platinum ring on the floor.
Now, Rin!
Don't take it the wrong way. Just know you need to wear that.
Oh, okay. I put the ring on.
Okay.
Does it have any effect? Does it feel magical?
When I cast, it'll have an effect, but for shield, for protection, what's it called? Warding bond. I need to have. I wear one ring, and my friend
BFF?
my BFF wears the other ring.
And what happens?
You'll get resistance to all damage,
What?
but I have to take half of whatever you take.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
But I have
Can it go both ways?
No, it does not go both ways.
So he can't do the turn.
It is totally a one-way door.
Well,
Guys are so
while we were in Sigil, I grabbed this and I pull out a 300 GP diamond
Oh,
to say thank you, to repay the favor. And I give you this diamond.
I'll take that.
Does it need to be 500 for it to work?
No, 300.
Is it 300 for Revivify?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's my bling.
Yeah,
It's my glitter.
Yeah, I returned the diamond that you had to spend to heal me.
Oh, I'm going
Did
to.
you get it at
Hey,
Jared?
everybody, I bought me a bunch of things.
What?
At Jared.
Try to have a serious role-playing moment.
Nope.
Veto.
It wasn't me.
It was inevitable. It was
Steve.
inevitable.
You giggled and then I giggled and then Matthew giggled.
I was thinking about Jared.
You were thinking about Jared?
Anything else?
No. No, I think that's enough.
Long rest passes uneventful. You get
So
your
I
maximum
have-
hit points back
What
to
is it?
normal.
What is it called? The ring.
It's just a platinum ring and it's worth 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
And it's my spell component for that spell.
Yeah.
I see.
So everybody's listening? You
Yep.
get your maximum hit points restored.
Woohoo!
I think auto does it.
Not always,
You have to
because
tell
not
it.
everything that lowers your maximum hit points comes back on a long rest.
Gotcha,
Some
okay.
need a greater restoration or something. So there's a little checkbox you can check to say reset maximum hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, it's a new day. The sun is slowly rising over the peaks. You have your breakfast, whatever
Why did
stale
that not
rations
work?
you have left. Or maybe you picked up. Did you pick up good rations in Sigil?
Take a long rest. Confirm.
Say it again.
Did you pick up some nice food in Sigil while you're there to restock your stale rations by this point?
That would make logical sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you probably did. We'll say you did.
Just replace all of our smelly packs with less smelly packs.
Yeah. These ones are much more spicy.
Ah.
The Sigil food is spicy. As a rule. I don't know, maybe. It's got all sorts of cultural food in there. Some of it's spicy.
Some sweet MREs.
Yes, exactly. So has everybody done their long rest?
Yeah.
Did you get that, Jared?
So what are we doing next? Hurry while the gnome is distracted.
I'm piloting to the thing.
Oh,
By yourself?
What spell did you want me to put in that before I...
Healing word, right? Because you got range.
Yeah.
Did you still have one?
I did. I can do a first or a second level one. But I
You
need
know
to
what?
know what...
Give me 2 level 1 healing words. Did you have 2 level 1 slots?
I did. I
Why don't they
I
do
had
those?
3 level 1 slots left and 2 level 2, and all my 3rd were burned and my 4th was burned. So do you want
Two healing words. 2 level 1 healing words. So you have
level
some
1?
range healing.
Okay. So they're a D4 plus 5 each, and they're a bonus action to cast.
Yep.
He's played clerics.
I'm
gonna be some
putting
player.
mage armor up,
Okay.
And I'm gonna just.
so I can do that. Well,
You sure can.
I can do
Could I have
detect
used
magic
the
at will
wand
now.
of lightning bolt into the ring?
Into the
Does
what?
it count as casting a spell?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem right.
Does the wand recharge?
It does.
But so do your spell
so-
slots, right?
Spell words are willing.
Let's say no for now.
Okay.
If we want to look at that after, we can.
When you have the spell up.
Yeah, and saving throws. Resistance all damage.
Yeah, so basically, but it's resistance because he takes half of it. So damage isn't removed.
But it gives me +1 AC and a +1 bonus to all my saves.
So you get up to 26 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Dang it!
Level 8 fireballs it
It's
is.
pretty funny.
Yeah, plus 1 with saves.
Oh, +1.
Yeah, that's why it's level 8, so it does more damage.
It's,
So when it does half, it
I
still does
only
enough.
I still only get +4 to dex though.
Right. Yeah, your deck still sucks.
Everybody all aboard the USS. I mean, the
Where are we going?
SS Randy 2. Oh, we're going to.
Before you get done, he wants to know where you're going to drive.
We're going to the glob. What are they called?
Try it again.
The thingy that makes the stuff. The guy that made the things that we've been collecting. Go back to the ball.
How many of those
Baubles.
orbs do you have now?
Ooh, how many do we have now?
All of them.
Of the things?
Bubble.
The bubbles?
The cat texting.
Of the bubbles?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Probably half a dozen.
One, two.
Either way, you've just been throwing them loose in your bag, and you have not at all been labeling them.
We have
No,
7.
Max, we can tell the difference.
I think we have 7.
No,
Okay.
you can't.
Oh, that's right.
I
Hold
said
on.
you can tell they are
No,
different.
no.
But you-
No. We're all holding them. We all have different baubles. I guess I have a couple now.
Well, that's right. You did give me one.
We've been separating them where they came. Where we go. You got this one from this one. You got this one.
think we
Because
have
couldn't
But you
have
still,
those.
unless you've labeled them, they look like if you hold them side by side, they look different. But that doesn't mean that you can tell them apart.
I'm just
Take
wondering
pieces
if
of
maybe
fabric.
Kwalish, the trick to getting to Kwalish's lavatory is to have all the baubles.
That's why we went to the ball. I mean, I think we assumed that a couple weeks ago. I mean, yesterday.
I don't think that's what we assumed at all.
If you want to label them, you
Little
can
man.
get different colored cloth.
Okay.
Wrap them in cloth.
Okay. Listen, okay, you didn't dance, so I don't need to hear anything.
Oh, I danced.
You danced. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up my magic marker.
Okay.
And label all the globs. I don't remember. You guys remember where you got yours from?
You have a
Like, we would
magic
remember.
marker?
Yeah,
It conjures it.
It's magic.
It's a paintbrush.
So I'm just gonna. I'll label them all. Fill them. I don't want to hold them all. Though. We also hang on to them. Just.
I think you should hold them all.
All right, I'll hold on to them. I don't care. They're all labeled in my bag.
Okay.
Also, everybody's on board the SS Randy 2, because 2 were taken off.
Where are we
Let's
going?
go, Rin.
Where are we going now?
The bauble
Let's
Randy
just
on board?
manufacturer.
Yes.
before we leave, to get this straight, we're going there, and we
Hey,
are going to
actually
activate
inside
the
the
bauble.
Randy 2.
We're
No,
going to
he-
activate
the-
this one.
The glass blower here has a bauble on his glass blower.
Mm-hmm.
On the off chance that that Kwalish somehow linked all these, even though I didn't like the idea of going in the one, I thought maybe we have to find one that's like a workshop. Then I got to thinking maybe there's
Another place. We searched almost all.
Maybe if you complete the tasks in all of these, we open that.
Achievement.
Yeah.
The face of the clock tower opens, and then
Thing unlocked. Are we having this discussion on board the SS Randy 2?
Yeah, you're currently a pilot.
If you can drive and talk at the same time.
Do shred. Also, we're there.
Are you?
Also, we're there.
That's a lot to assume. But you are there.
You assume correctly.
Sorry, give me a second.
oh no, oh no,
What?
pull it out of the book.
Well, every time there's a bauble, I pull out the book.
Okay, but
This is not
before
unusual.
I grab the bauble this time,
If this is the bauble we needed, imagine all the ridiculousness we've done in this city,
the
only to come
experience
back
we
to the
have-
first bauble we found.
I mean, at that time, we had no idea what it was.
I think
But
we have
yes.
to put all the baubles back, but in a different order.
I could not tell you where they all came from.
We know that. We marked it.
So you enter this area,
He has his magic marker.
and you see that there's all there's more of the glass people, and these all seem to be in the act of crafting different things. It seems to be some sort of workshop. And one of the parts of the workshop has a giant kiln. And now that you're down inside of the ooze and looking at it, you can actually see a bit of a glow coming from the kiln as well. Almost like it's still heating, except that doesn't make any sense because it's currently buried in gelatinous ooze.
Detect magic.
As a ritual?
I can
No,
do that at
no,
will.
At will, okay. That's only 30 feet though?
I will pilot within 30 feet for her.
Yes.
You
Sure,
detect
thank
an
you.
aura of illusion magic coming from the kiln. And from the baubles, because I don't think you've ever detected magic on the baubles before, have you?
No.
No, we haven't.
The baubles have an aura of some sort of magic.
Abjuration.
Probably abjuration.
We've already went through this.
Yeah, we did this. So you did detect it. Yeah, of abjuration.
Because
No,
we
no,
could
that was
dispel them, but we're afraid of what will happen if we did.
Is that this one, or is that Tomb of Annihilation, where you're trying to talk to the puzzle cubes?
Crap, you're right.
But these do have an aura of...
Nuts.
I don't think it's abjuration.
Did you get your game straight?
Yeah, right?
It's the same thing! We're gathering things.
But you're assuming they're keys. I don't know if
did
it's
write every
abjuration.
time I tuned before.
The magic you feel coming from the baubles. The baubles.
Babbles.
The baubles. Is it abjuration? Yes, it's abjuration. Totally. Yeah, but the kiln it's a aura of illusion magic.
Illusion. Okay.
Oh, let's dance.
But and so you see one of the glass workers holding it, and there's got a long one of those basically the glass blowpipes, and currently is in the not blowing it, but currently is holding it in the kiln, and you can see the bauble on the end. It's totally reachable. It's not like it's hard to get to or anything. You just can pilot above it.
Let's dance.
Do it.
I want to think about this for a minute.
Okay.
And you grab it, pull it in. So it just snaps off the end of the glass blower. You pull it in, and all of a sudden, everything goes black, and you find yourself standing in a familiar room.
No way.
A room that you had seen through that viewport back
crap.
when you were looking at the Medusa's thing.
The Samsung.
What?
The Samsung.
When you were looking through the Samsung.
Do we see the floaty mind flare?
Yeah. So you basically, the extra dimensional space beyond this one is filled with working laboratory equipment, similar to the ruined gear that you have seen in the monastery and the city, but even more advanced. At the center of the lab, there's an elaborate system of glass piping and alchemical equipment that flows and bubbles. Banks of instrumental panels are set against the walls, including a framed glass device resembling a window. In another area, 5 clear canisters hold what appear to be still beating hearts. Across the room, a mind flayer appears trapped and unconscious inside a glass tank.
Can we stab it?
No.
All of the active equipment in the lab appears to connect to a suit of plate armor standing at the far end of the room.
Wait, this plate armor? No, I'm sorry, I take it back. I'm so sorry.
No, you already did it. You're dead. No, I'm just joking.
That's reasonable.
So you're
And you die.
This is fair. This is fair.
You put on the helmet, spikes come out, and you die.
No, this plate armor is actually, it's like a full suit of plate armor, including a fully enclosed helm as well.
Wait,
all the way down.
Does it look like the scuba diving suit?
No, it looks like plate armor.
Okay.
So you're just standing there right now. So this lab is quite big. It's probably 50 feet by 50 feet at least. And it's a bit of a maze of walking through. It's not junk. It's actually like instruments and panels. You can hear that, the typical like of an alchemical lab of things just bubbling and going through the tubes.
Well, what are these things? Now,
what are you looking at closer?
Okay, so
what would you like to examine closer?
Okay, these not computer things. Do they look like the not computer things that we saw previously?
They definitely look like they've been salvaged from components of the planar craft that you were on back in the monastery.
Well, suggestions? Or I start pushing buttons.
I'm going to go with the mind flare.
Oh.
So you're going to walk over to the mind flare? Okay. What's everybody else doing? Anybody here proficient in medicine?
What?
Okay, so I think when you looked through the viewport before into this, you had a disturbing feeling that something was off.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you get that again when you look at the glass equipment everywhere. Something just feels off.
Like at the hearts?
No, at the equipment itself. All the tubing and everything.
Can you detect magic for us, please?
Yep.
Oh, and I'm going to do my undead sight to see if those hearts are...
No, you're not undead.
Okay. Detect magic?
Detect magic? Okay, so I'm going to assume that you turn it on and kind of walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
Not really. There definitely is magic in here, but a lot of what you're seeing is, for lack of a better term, pseudoscience. Science, right? Like he's working with liquids, and you definitely feel magic coming from the plate armor. You're not quite sure what though. You can't quite tap into what kind it is. You definitely feel some sort of magic coming from the hearts.
Okay.
But the equipment itself, you don't get any magic from. You do get a feeling of magic coming from that window, and it's very familiar, like the one that you had looked through in the Medusa's palace as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend. Okay, I don't know how you can decide how much time it's gonna take. I'm gonna see if I can, without touching anything, figure out what everything does. I'm trying to understand the room.
Okay, you give me an investigation check. And what were you doing again?
I'm going to check out the mind flare.
Okay, so you're going to the mind flare. So you come up and there's this big tube, and the mind flare is floating in some sort of liquid inside of this. It seems to be
but
glass.
my undead sight, he's not undead.
No.
He's in some kind of stasis or unconscious.
Yeah. Well, mind flayers aren't undead.
He could be though.
There are undead mind flares.
Okay, he is not an undead mind flayer.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like he's definitely alive. He seems to be in some sort of. He seems to be asleep or something.
Or
catatonic. Going to it. He's just floating in goo.
He's floating in goo. There are some different kinds of piping and stuff going
like
to
Skywalker
the tube.
in the back to tank.
And there are yeah, kind of. And there are panels on the tube as well.
But it is alive.
It appears to be.
Okay.
What's your investigation?
22.
So as you're kind of looking around, you kind of get a general feel for all the different equipment. You can actually see that a lot of the things that are bubbling, you look in the things that are heating them up, and they're actually containing little steam methods that are trapped in there. You can see them like kind of appear inside and then disappear, but all that motion keeps the heat going. So there's lots of those kind of powering different things.
Is that the unsettling feeling I'm feeling?
No.
From the methods?
No,
Okay.
we'll come back to that in a second. And as you spend this time doing this, you get a sense that the equipment's a lot of the equipment in there, not all of it, because a lot of it's running its own experiments or mixing its own whatever, who knows, if you want to start tasting stuff, figure that out. But the hearts seem to be connected through a network of pipes and what appears to be little astral cords to the armor. You're not quite sure the purpose of that, but they do seem to be intricately connected to that, but they're still beating.
So the panels, there's any any writing on them?
Yeah, just kind of like what you've seen before. But you get a general sense of the functionality of the place. To really figure it all, it would take a lot more time. But you can get a basic working idea of what it is. So you want to take a closer look at the piping? Give me a medicine check.
You're the one.
Yeah, that's a 1. So 4.
It's just unsettling. You're not sure why. As you look around the room,
Awesome.
you realize that the room is it's not just the room. There's what appears to be a couple storage areas as well that are just like a couple doors to other rooms. They're currently closed.
You already detected undead, right?
Are there any of these things not
Did you
powered up?
detect celestials or fiends as well?
The other things appear to be powered up and working.
Oh, I
and doing
see.
something.
As you look at the instrument panels, they're covered with buttons, dials, gauges, as well as delicate machinery. They all contain tiny clockwork devices, almost reminiscent of ants performing intricate functions inside of them. And definitely, like I said, they came from the monastery. But you also recognize some of the parts and the panels having come from Modrones. Like they're salvaged from, like Gearbox, for example. He's a Monodrone, but a Modrone is like his race. So you can kind of, now that you've seen Gearbox and you kind of connect, you see that there's basically body parts of the Modrone.
Yeah, because we've also seen the two-eyed one before.
When you were in one of the baubles.
Yeah. And then my other thing was, I know Rin's detecting undead didn't work, but if I pop a divine sense, which gives me 60 feet of celestial fiend and undead, do I?
In here?
Yeah. Do I get anything else?
Celestial, fiend, and undead?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm trying to think how this one would. Okay, so I'll say one more thing. Also set along the panels is a skull that has gems for its eyes and teeth.
Where's this panel?
Touch the eye.
What color are the eyes?
the eyes.
Or what color are the gems?
I think they're green.
And that did not. We did not detect undead, right?
See, that's where I'm thinking maybe I got that wrong. Let me double check.
Mr. Bumblekin dear, do you know anything about this mind flayer business? Maybe in your research.
No.
You don't know what they are?
I don't. Yes. I don't know more than you do. I'm sorry.
You detect. Okay, I should back up a little bit. When you do the detecting undead and detecting magic, you do detect from that skull that it is undead, but you don't get the same sort of vibe from it that you would normally. Like it's undead, but it's not currently
Is that skull the same size of head as him?
as him.
Yes.
Give me a medicine check. You're trying to see if it's a gnomish skull.
16.
It's probably not a gnome skull,
Okay.
but it's not. Yeah, it's not as small as a gnome, but
Okay.
it is a small skull. But you get the feeling that it was undead. But at the same time, when you have the detect magic on, you do still feel magic coming from it. Like it's still
I'll
active,
do it. No,
but-
I won't do it.
Dears, there's a possibility that I can maybe connect with the mind flayer.
Oh, don't do that.
So if I had, I
don't know.
my attention is not on the
my
mind
God.
flare anymore. If I detect that,
Seems
I'm gonna.
highly
You're gonna go take a look at that.
I don't know.
He will flay your mind.
They are highly intelligent.
Yeah.
No
There's
to
also,
eat.
as you're looking around too, and we'll come back to that in a second, you do notice that there's a lot of scattered notes everywhere. There's little journals
well,
here. But it could take a long time to look through them all, but there's definitely a bunch. As you if you leaf through them, you see that they are notes from Kwalish.
Then I will begin doing that.
So you're going to start searching through them? Okay, we'll come back to that then. So what do you want to do?
Can I make a religion check on that skull to see if I know anything?
Yeah, go for it.
16?
16? You have an unsettling feeling like you recognize what it is, but it just doesn't. It seems out of place. The closest thing you can think of is a demi-lich skull.
Okay,
That's
out of it, like Jeremy was thinking that, but I didn't want to metagame,
Right?
and I'm like,
It has all as soon as you're looking closer at it, it has all the traits of a demi-lich skull. But your detect undead aura doesn't give it off as being that. So either it's a dead one, or it's something else, or
demi-lichs, when liches get really powerful and they decide that
Kwalish.
the world they're in is not enough, they can push their soul out, and sort of this is what gets left behind. The gems usually trap souls, and they're not to be like, you shouldn't mess with them.
But maybe Kwalish just kind of uses it to power up the machine.
it seems attached to the wall.
How would,
And you can see little astral cords and other tubing going into
how
it as
would
well.
Kwalish get something of this magnitude?
If we've seen anything from the past, he clearly has reaches into other planes.
And what does he need with this mind flayer business?
That thing.
I still don't know if that's another
Is the
power
mind flayer
source.
hooked up to cables in any way?
The
or-
tube that he's in is.
Seems
But
like
he's just kind of
Kwalish
floating.
powers everything off souls or some sort of
What if
human
Kwalish
energy.
is inside, is transferring his essence into the mind flayer? Could that be a possibility?
I don't think so.
So as you're reading through the notes, you come across details about how the hearts in the jars
Yep.
are feeling something called powered armor. And also about experiments. And also about some experiments where he's trying to find alternate power sources for those devices that you found in the planar craft. You know how you found those batteries, basically? His notes are on experiments of him trying to find an alternate power source that wouldn't require those batteries to power the technologies that are found there.
We can find some notes of splitting
Who
atoms.
wants to be a space marine?
Come on.
So all that's left. So basically, you've looked through here. There's a couple rooms that you haven't opened the doors to. There's no sign of Kwalish. Although everything is active. Everything is active.
All right. Before I start doing the tinkering, let's take a look in the other rooms.
You can open the doors.
Is the architecture here similar to what we found on the floating?
It's strange. It's a combination. It feels like it's like from what you've been able to determine and off all these baubles, you've gone through a lot of them, so you started to get a feel for them. They definitely are. They're leading to extra-dimensional space, with the exception of the one that went to sigil, which is kind of puzzling. Of how it just took you to sigil. You're just not sure how that worked. But all the other ones felt like they just came to like its own little enclosed space. And so this one, when you look around, you don't recognize how it was built, but you recognize some of the equipment, like the instrumental panels and all that kind of instrument panels and all that, as a combination of what I said: the technology from the planar craft, pieces of modrones, the demi-lich skull, perhaps. But the glass tubing doesn't seem to match any of this. So as you open the door to the storage rooms, what you find inside is a little nauseating. You see the bodies of a lot of kenku all lying there, but they're glass. But the reason that it's kind of nauseating is because they all look like they're screaming in terror, and their bodies are ripped open, and the insides are all gone.
Anything else in there?
And when you look at this, Garrett, give me another medicine
Is there
check.
5 of them?
Like inside the kangaroo?
Yeah, no.
Plus 3, so 17?
So now that you've seen this, it clicks. As you look back around, you realize with not any amount of little unease that all of the piping is actually their glassified intestines.
Oh.
But in order for him to have done that, he would have to partially glassify them as he stretched out their intestines.
Wow.
So you'd have to like move them into place while they're still alive, because otherwise the glassification doesn't work. And then you'd have to like, subject them to the Medusa's gaze.
This is downright
And-
horrendous.
And you see the viewport there, and there was the viewport in
so the
Medusa's
Medusa could
laboratory.
see through.
Right.
Oh, sheet. Okay.
Oh,
detect
this
magic.
is awful!
Detect magic in this room?
No, there's no magic.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
What?
50% chance this morning I woke up with a beard. I woke up with a beard this morning.
Did you shave it?
No.
Okay, just a nice. So you didn't have a beard before. You're a clean-shaven paladin. Now you're a bearded paladin.
Yeah.
Nice. From your belt of dwarven kind.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Other rooms? Those
Those are the 2 rooms. They're full of these bodies. They also have like shelves of just other laboratory equipment. Nothing, as you search through it, nothing of importance. It seems like
everybody ready to fight a flayer, mind flayer, Demulate?
Rin, do you see why one would need to make pipes from intestines?
Yeah, to
How?
get the goo from here to there.
yeah, you can see that the liquid flowing through it.
Why wouldn't normal pipes suffice? Why use the intestines of these poor creatures? What is the logic behind this?
You know, as a tinkerer, that it's hard to make glass piping. It's actually quite difficult. You can't help but feel a little impressed at his ingenuity.
So it has to do with the glass itself, then.
It's like making a sausage, dear. You need a good casing. I don't know why I did this.
Mrs. Deadwater is Italian.
Hey,
It's got the good case.
Mrs. Doubt Aqua.
so everybody ready for a fight?
Well, why do we have to fight?
Yeah, because everything we touch turns into a fight.
Well, maybe you can deactivate. You know, you beep boop and
Just
you
get ready for
bap
it.
beep.
That's a good point. I'm going to put warding bond on Garrett at this point.
You get ready for a fight when
Okay.
we get back.
So okay,
Wait,
which one first, everybody?
not that one.
Which one's that? All right, let's go to the skull.
All right, you are at the skull.
I'm going first. Look over at Garrett.
You want to begin there?
What you got, BB? Somebody else play the impulsive character.
Is there no manual? Like some guy named
Okay.
Manual?
I don't think the skull needs to be tampered with.
I believe that is the last thing we
you got
touched.
nothing to. You don't even know. Why?
I can't tell you why. I'm just wise like that.
There's like wires and hoses in the
actually-
skull.
You convinced me. I'm going.
Matthew, there's wires and hoses in the skull?
Yeah, it's connected to the wall
Okay.
with stuff coming
I think
into
the
it.
armor's the key here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I don't want to break it before we get Garrett into it.
What if we stab the
All right,
hearts?
So let's go over to the steam. What?
Stab the hearts.
Maybe we don't just murder the hearts yet.
Why not?
I just don't think we learned anything yet. We probably should have just stabbed.
We haven't learned anything.
Can you watch her?
Do you
Yes.
feel confident that you could put the armor on?
Can we go? I'm over to the little mythic, the steam method.
Methods, sure.
If anyone can
Hello?
resist whatever it does, it'll be you.
What language do they speak?
You're right.
What languages do you speak? I don't think you speak their language.
I don't speak anything.
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Infernal. Do they speak either of
Do
those?
any of us speak
Go
any
ahead,
of
go through all of them.
Hello!
That was common.
Hello!
Hello, buongiorno.
Infernal. Hello!
That sounded like common.
Hello!
Where do you find your languages?
That's Infernal.
Okay.
That is not infernal.
No
Where do you
response.
find your languages?
That's
That
Abyssal.
sounds more
Right
deep
there. What
speech.
else?
No response.
Did you add them?
He speaks it. Can you?
That was Celestial.
He's trying.
No response. I picture Infernal like the language of Mordor.
Yes, and everything gets dark.
Everything is dark.
I'm gonna speak Gnomish to them.
Gnomish. No response.
Jerks.
Yeah, they're not gnomes.
Hello,
Maybe they
dears.
learned gnome
Do they
from
speak
Kwalish.
common? Hello, dears.
They already tried common.
Oh, you tried common.
What did you try?
Common, Abyssal, Infernal, and Celestial.
What do they speak? I think
Give me an Arcana check.
No, is it primordial?
Just give me an Arcana check and I'll tell
Do they
you.
speak threatening?
22.
Aquan and Ignan.
Oh
Does
boy.
anybody speak Ignan?
Don't know what that is.
They're subdialects of the primordial.
They are intelligent
You speak
creatures.
Ignan.
They're not super intelligent, but they're intelligent creatures. They're elementals. Naturally, they are
Does it-
evil. They're like a neutral.
Does
evil.
anybody have the ability to communicate with these things? Okay, so when what machine goes? I don't understand the rule. Like, what machine goes to the next machine? What's powering
Well,
up?
be more specific. What do you?
It's hard to be more specific. We have a
You got-
weird
you got-
skull on the wall with wires going out of it. We have a mind flare with the back
Everything.
to tank.
Everything is connected to everything. That's the problem.
So what are the steam mythic? I can't say it. What are they powering? What is
they're not powering anything. They are currently heating up some sort of liquids that are going up.
And that liquids,
They're the Bunsen burners.
Yeah, they're the Bunsen burners.
I know. I'm saying that's the first spot.
Those ones you can't really. Yes.
Colin has to pee.
Thanks, Vito. You're the best.
1 second. And then we'll break. So the liquids all seem to be going and fueling different experiments. But a lot of this stuff seems to be focused around powering this power armor, the hearts.
Yep.
And so some of the liquids come over to where the hearts are, and the liquid goes into the jar of the hearts. So it's not like there's like this specific outline of exactly how everything is.
Do you think he was?
Is Nibs too small for the armor?
Well, I'm sure if there was a way into it, he could fit into it, but it's too big for him. It's a human-sized armor. So you are looking through the laboratory. What are we each doing now?
Okay, we failed at conversing with the steam something or others.
I'll just tap on the mind flare glass.
I go.
You see below it. It reads sign. Please don't tap on glass.
That would just make me tap even more.
On the other side, he's just hearing.
Fishy! Why are you sleeping?
He does not wake up.
All right, I'm gonna take
There is a control panel on that, though.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
There's a control panel on it?
Yeah, I said there's an instrument panel on the
With
tube.
buttons?
Actually,
and
you
gears and-
you didn't actually.
I actually did. I said there was instrument panels, and I said there's one on the tube as well.
Well, most of us weren't paying attention.
That's
really on you.
I can't.
I'm
you were reading his notes at the
I'm
time.
not going to touch the buttons or the gears, but I'll be like, Professor, knobs and gears.
Rin! They're everywhere!
These ones do seem attached to the tube in particular. All the other ones seem to be helping to funnel the
first
energy
want to
to...
take a closer look at the Space Marine power suit.
I will also see like
What's the Space Marine power suit?
I'll stand beside it, size myself up. Is this
Really? There's a lever on the mind flare tank, and that is not like a shiny red button to you that has
No,
to be touched?
it's literally it's flaring. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
You're going to listen?
Fine, I'll go.
No, I'm really proud of you right now. I'm really proud of you. You come so far.
Stop that. I just trying to make the machines work.
just trying to make the machines work?
1 second.
This is a fun way to play. There's no wrong way to do anything.
Also, I have a potion of
People that say that.
psychic
No,
resistance.
there's
So
always a
before you
wrong
touch
way.
that mind flare,
No. He's gonna join our party. That's Freddy the Mind Flayer.
Freddy?
Friday the Mind Flare?
Could be.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to go to the control panel or to the suit?
Okay, I'm at the suit. I want to know. I want to take this. I want to look at the suit. I'm not even in the suit.
All right, give me an investigation check. Ha! Roll initiative.
What, really?
Yeah.
I got too close to the suit.
I'm sorry, are we rolling initiative?
In a moment, you roll initiative.
Okay, I rolled 18.
Okay, so as you approach it, all of a sudden, okay, so you kind of take a closer look at it first, and you notice it seems to be made of plate mail, but it has also underneath it the leather workings and stuff that would make the plate mail work and make it flexible. One of its arms, though, has a strange, long kind of metallic box. It has a red ruby on the end, and it has all sorts of dials and gears on it. And as you're looking at that, all of a sudden the power armor starts to move, and it starts to move that arm towards you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna not. I'm just gonna freeze.
You're gonna freeze?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody else roll initiative. What'd you get for your initiative?
18.
If you stand still, it can't see you. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
I don't. It hasn't.
You're
As
gonna
far as I
T-Rex
tell,
it?
it has nothing aggressive yet.
Oh, touche. Touche.
18 is
I
Holberg.
was in full murder hobo.
20 or higher? 15 higher?
17.
Turned out to be there, right?
What do you guys got?
3.
7 and 3?
I feel like I need to say nobody attack it just because he made you roll initiative doesn't mean you have to start throwing Eldritch Blast. And
You can say something.
just wait.
Brother Wren, as you turn, you see Professor Holberg kind of in a defensive pose.
Nope.
And
Just like
you're just kind of standing still.
yep.
As the armor starts to move. What do you do?
Don't do it, you murder hobo. I'll side with the armor.
I'll side with the armor.
Yeah, let's see if you can control it.
I'll cast false life on myself.
Okay. This is Doubtwater.
I hope it doesn't kill you.
Me too.
I will do nothing. Yeah, I will do.
Remember, you can ready actions.
That's what I was. Yeah, I'm gonna ready an action. If it becomes aggressive towards me, Eldritch Blast.
Towards you specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's aggressive to somebody else, you won't Eldritch Blast it?
Nope.
Okay. So you prep the Eldritch Blast, you cast it, hold it, and get ready to throw it. If it aggressively tries to come towards you or something.
Yep.
Garrett, what are you going to do?
Don't break my armor.
Shield of Faith.
You're wasting your spell slots.
Put that up. And
Everybody's just ready for a fight.
yeah, I will move up with my Morning Star, ready to give it a smack.
How close?
Like, ready in action. I will stand beside him.
Is it Shield of Faith in action, or is that a bonus action?
It's a bonus.
Okay, so you're going to stand next to him with it.
Yep.
So if it attacks, you will smack it.
Yep.
With your mace.
But you don't attack.
All right, so you go up and you hold your mace in an aggressively defensive
Morning Star.
Morning Star. Sorry,
Justice 2.
Justice numero dos, and getting ready to fight if it needs to. And it kind of pulls itself off the wall, and it's just like off of the. You see a couple of the wires just break off, and it swings at you with one of its arms. So
yeah.
make an attack first as a reaction.
Why is it swinging?
Yeah, so friendly. It's your friend.
So I feel like that's a hit.
What is it?
Justice double jeopardy.
So now that it's a +1 Morning Star, it is going to be a 27.
Yeah.
Whew! That's the 8. So that's 13 damage.
Nice.
Way to lead us off there, Captain.
Ba-ba!
So I gotta repair this afterwards.
So it comes up, and all of a sudden it's like, gunk! Right up against it. You see the armor dent slightly, but it doesn't really slow down as it then swings its arm at full force into you. And it gets a 17. Obviously, is a miss to your, what, AC 26?
26.
26.
Are you adding to my +1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it swings again. No joke, 26.
Ah! Okay.
I'm not just saying that. It's actually 26. And you feel the fist crash into you and does 12 bludgeoning damage.
You have resistance, so you only take half.
And then you take the other half.
Yep.
So 12. So you kind of feel it, but you feel some of that force kind of not fully connect. You're not quite sure why. You can almost feel a little warmth in the platinum ring that you're holding. And you hear a grunt from behind you as Brother Rin takes the rest of the impact.
Okay.
One of his ribs all
It
of a
hit
sudden
my false
bruised.
life.
Hit your false life? It's your false life grunts. There's a false grunt.
It's a false run.
After that, it brings up its other arm, points it straight at you, and you see the red gem glow, and just all of a sudden this blast of energy comes out at you. It'll be disadvantaged though because it's right next to you. 19.
Oh, shield.
Shield? All right, so as it does that, you throw up shield, and it just right into it and it just dissipates there. Professor Hobart, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna look for the off switch.
Okay, give me an investigation check. This will
The
take your
six?
action, by the
Yeah,
way.
I know. 13.
You do not find an off switch. What do your move and bonus action like to be?
Well, I'm staying with it. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna find a way to deactivate this thing.
Okay.
And I say, don't break it.
Please don't break it.
Grapple it or something.
Okay. Brother Red.
Please don't break it.
You
I'm
see it
gonna-
all of a sudden like bam, bashing into Garrett. You feel the force of it coming through your spell.
I'm going to shoot it with a Ray of Enfeeblement.
With a what?
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Go for it.
So I got to hit it first. Which probably won't happen, but we'll try. 20.
That's a hit.
Not natural, but... so on a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use its strength. And at the end of each of the target's turn, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell.
So it doesn't do any damage?
No damage.
Half damage. And it lasts for how long?
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. So you're holding on to it, but he could resist it.
Mm-hmm.
And he has no spell. He has no save to do right now. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Mrs.
Are there
Delaware.
wires still connected to the suit?
Yeah. He's currently kind of breaking out of them.
Weren't there, if I recall correctly, hearts that were...
Yes, there's 5 hearts,
And
all
they-
beating.
They were connected to the suit, right?
through intricate
Everything's
pipeworks,
connected to the suit.
a lot of it, not everything, but a lot of stuff is connected to the suit.
The hearts, they weren't connected to the mind fire, right?
No.
All right, I'm gonna fire those hearts.
Fire at the hearts.
Yep. See what happens.
So Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Okay, give me the first one. 21.
21.
It's a hit.
The other one. That is a 13.
They both hit. So give me the damage of the first.
Just launches blast jars.
Oh, jeez. That is going to be +4, 13 damage.
Give me the damage of the second.
5 damage.
So as you look over at the hearts, you just and two of the glass things just explode, and the hearts just flump down onto the side, and they stop beating.
Okay.
Okay, but you don't see any visible effect on the powered armor.
Hopefully you're not waking up the mind flayer.
Yeah, who knows?
See what happens.
No, I like it. I think that's a good choice.
Okay, Garrett, you're right in front of it.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of rounds, people.
Yeah, but in this
He's
couple
that's
of
what he's doing,
rounds,
he's buying
I'm
time.
going to take so much damage.
No, he's taking a quarter damage.
Yeah, you should theoretically you shouldn't take that much.
Yeah, but
Theoretically.
I could max damage.
But in theory.
What you doing?
Uh,
Smashy, smashy.
Break it.
Yep. So first attack is a 21
It's a hit.
and 18.
That's a hit.
You can study it when it's dead.
Do you want to smite it?
No, I thought about it. For 16 in total.
16 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just gunk, gunk, and as you start to do this, you start to hear this muffled scream coming from inside. You hear that?
Oh. If I hear screaming, then
You don't think things scream when you hit them like other things?
I was expecting screams.
Keep swinging!
But then the suit just rushes at you. Give me an athletics check.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, okay.
Unless you had more, do you want to do on your turn?
Athletics is 17, but I'm just trying to think because I'm holding my Morning Star. If I I'd have to drop it, pull out the glaive, let go of the glaive, bonus action to have it attack, right?
Yes.
Stop breaking my suit.
Hey, if anything, this becomes mine.
It's not going to fit you.
Yeah, then I will. I will drop my Morning Star, pick up the glaive, let go of it, and have it say, Randy! Whoomp!
So now there's a glaive next to it. Just go dunk, dunk, dunk.
And so the
Make an attack.
glaive. Ooh, only a 13?
13's a miss.
Release the Randy!
Okay, are you going to move away? Or are you staying there?
No, I'll stay there.
Okay, so you did your athletics check with 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 24. So it just, boom! And you go flying back. Give me a strength saving throw.
13?
Okay, so you land on your feet, but you take 6 bludgeoning damage. So 3 and 3. But you're now 15 feet away from it.
Is the damage from him being hit or the damage from him?
From the hit.
Okay.
The
Yep.
macaroni. Like throwing him away.
And it throws me 15 feet?
Yeah, so you're now no longer next to it. Why?
No, it's just my auras.
Oh, is it more than 15 feet?
My 10-foot auras.
Oh, he's still within 10 feet.
Okay.
The suit, him, you were thrown back
Okay.
5, 10. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, he's not within 10 anymore. My bad. Okay, and so he smacks that, and then he points the thing down at you again and takes another shot. Oh, I think that's a miss. 13?
Miss.
Okay, so as it not because of your shield, right? Just because it missed. So as it misses, it goes past you and smashes into some of the laboratory equipment. It just goes everywhere. Liquids start to fly everywhere. Mrs. Stoutwater, I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. 17?
Okay, so you manage to dodge out of the way of a lot of it, but some of it splashes onto you, and it does 4 acid damage.
Oh.
Something more tense.
Can I get +9 HP for killing a heart?
No. Sorry, man.
Can I get +9?
Well, that's part of my class ability.
Okay, Hobart, what are you gonna do?
I'm trying to find the deactivation on the suit. There's got to be something on this
Make an
thing.
investigation check.
Oh, 18.
18? Okay, so you start to look around and you see that there are more wires connected to it. And now that a couple of the hearts have been smashed, you see that some of the wires are no longer pulsing liquids into it. But it doesn't seem to have slowed down. But you don't find an off switch, but you think maybe if you disconnect some of the power, it'll work. You're not quite sure.
So start pulling the wires out.
So you just sort of reach down and start yanking things out. Okay.
And I'm like, hey, stop attacking me soon, friendly.
So you're just pulling them out in this weird liquids.
I'll fix you in a minute.
Kind of like bile-looking liquids are kind of coming out, and as it's just spraying everywhere, and you're just trying to pull it all out. So you do manage to pull out most of them. It doesn't seem to have slowed down, at least not yet. Brother Rain, what would you like to do?
Well,
Well,
what do I want to do? I'll toll it.
Why not, right?
I don't know if that'll work. It's
Right.
screaming.
You junk it.
It got, what is this? This is wisdom?
Wisdom save DC
16.
16. So it's good.
So nothing happens.
Nope.
Okay. This is Doubtwater.
Right, heart, first one. There's 3 left?
There's 3 more.
All right. Plus 9, so 8, 20? Yeah.
And the second one?
That's it.
All right, so you don't roll it down.
Okay.
You smash 2 more. Just at this point, you start to notice the armor slowing down. Like,
What do you know? It worked.
yeah, I would need all your hearts done to repower this thing. Start sharpening my knife.
Garrett, what are you gonna do? You're 15 feet away now.
Your umbrella has a switchblade.
And so I see it starting to slow down.
Yeah. Still aggressive though.
Let's see.
The heart sure would stop in it.
Yeah, how far am I from the hearts?
Oh, you can get to them.
If I just like send my hand.
You have a flying glaive.
You can also
remember?
do that too.
Yeah, my glaive will attack the
Kalima!
thing for a 12,
Nope.
which missed.
The blade just bounces off the armor without doing any damage.
Yeah, so then hand with the morning star will go over and smash the jar.
Yeah, so it goes over and you easily just crash into the jar and it destroys it. And the armor just like, and it powers down. At this point, you hear a, and the side inside of it, or the middle of it, just kind of separates and opens. And as it opens, all this steam comes out. This fog just kind of envelops around, so you can't see into it right away. And after it does that, all of a sudden, this little gnome jumps out, just hair in all directions, like, ah! Boom! And it lets out a lightning bolt across the room that connects to.
Wait, is that magic?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Are you gonna counterspell?
Counterspell.
Okay, hold on.
He goes, ah!
It just goes.
I'm gonna do a boxing match with this gnome.
Yeah, I just cast it at level 3, so it automatically works.
Yes!
So he goes to do it, he's like, ah! And he's like, oh, that usually works! And so I'm going to throw him into the initiative and see what you guys decide to do.
Is this Kwalish himself?
It's a gnome,
We don't even know what Kwalish
crazy
looks
hair. It's wearing some sort of laboratory outfit. And it looks like a little gnome tinkerer. And right now looks like he's
Looks like a crazy version of him.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, imagine him having touched something that sent lightning through him, and his hair is off in all directions.
That's how I picture him anyway.
Yeah, right. Hobart, what are you gonna do? You're right next to him now. So he just jumped out, and he didn't notice you. He's like, ah!
I'm gonna grapple him.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Yeah, 3.
2.
Yes!
What is happening?
You see the weakest little grappling. Oh! You're like, ah! And he goes, ah! And you're now barely.
Ah, the big guy! Oh! Stop doing anything! Ah!
Give me an intimidation check.
What is happening?
3. No, he's not. Okay, well, you know what? He could be. No, 18. All right, he's not intimidated. But he's just he can feel he's shaking in your arms, and you've kind of held his arms in place. He's not restrained. He's just grappled.
If you go hard, take him!
All right, Rin, what are you gonna do?
I just shake my head.
This is a very strange thing you're watching here. The weakest grapple ever.
I rolled this.
It's like when I watched my 2-year-old fall on top of my 9-year-old, and he's just like, ah! It's like, just push it off.
I'll just walk over and hit the gnome with my mace.
Don't kill the gnome.
Like, with what intent?
He just jumped out of a suit at me. He's like, ah!
But nothing came out. It's like,
wham!
all right, make an attack roll.
I don't think so.
You
12.
have
advantage,
advantage.
right?
12 is a hit.
I don't have advantage. You don't have him restrained, right? He's just
Oh.
grappled.
Yeah, grappling does not give you.
Does 12 hit?
12 is a hit.
Does he have to be? Does he happen to
Can I
be
use my-
undead or a
not.
fiend?
Can I use my reaction to put myself in front of the mace?
Nope,
You sure? I don't mind hitting him.
he's not undead.
I don't
Go
mind
ahead,
it.
do your damage.
5.
That's almost as weak as his grapple.
Well, I'm not. They're like, don't hurt him. So I
He
pulled
was
it.
like, bam.
We need to get information.
All right, it's now the gnome's turn. It's still freaked out. It's currently grappled, and so it is going to.
I'm gonna come over and pop you on the head.
So all of a sudden, you see it reach into a little pouch, and it pulls out.
Nope, don't do that. Nope.
Yeah, you try to stop him, but you can't. Unfortunately, grapple doesn't stop him from using his hands. He pulls out a little eggshell and what looks like a little glove. It goes, and he shatters them together, and all of a sudden, this enormous hand.
Not necessarily, no.
What?
Counterspell.
Are you counterspelling?
Nope, I am.
You're gonna counterspell. Give me an Arcana check. Oh, whoa. That's fine. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
23.
Okay,
I
so
know this.
it works. Yeah, an enormous hand starts to form. It's just huge. It's like a large creature-sized hand. I don't mean the hand of a large creature. I mean the hand the size of a large creature. Jeez. And as it forms, all of a sudden, it disappears. Oh. And the little one was like, ah! What's going on? Mrs. Detwater, what are you going to do?
All right, so I'm going to go up to him now and be like, that's enough of that now, or we'll kill you where you stand. Intimidation.
Intimidation check.
What?
Don't try it. It won't work. This thing's unintimidatable.
That's a 4.
No. 11.
You hold him. I'll just keep bopping him.
It worked.
This thing's
And all of a sudden it just stops. Well, it just got counterspelled twice. And it's just like going... And all of a sudden you can kind of see like the adrenaline drop a little bit, and the glaze over his eyes kind of comes back, and his hair is still crazy. And he relaxes a bit in your arm, and he's like, "What are you all doing in my laboratory?"
Are you Kwalish?
Yes, I'm Kwalish. Who do you think I am? This is my laboratory.
Well, you kind of sound like Zotinkle.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. All right. What do you do in my laboratory?
Maybe you should hold on to his hands. We take his focus away from him.
He's not currently carrying one.
His spell come on a pouch.
He's got a little pouch, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Take
take
it.
that.
You're going to take it from
Yeah.
him? And he's like, hey, don't touch that. That's mine.
I try.
Rip
You're
off.
just going to take it. Okay, give me an athletics check.
Only 9.
I got 10.
Oh,
So
sorry.
he slips
That
out.
actually is a 10, because you're +1, right?
No, you get +1 armor class, +1 saving throws.
Exactly. So that would have given me an additional +1.
That was in the saving throw.
Saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that's for the
Skill check.
normal
You're
check,
doing
right.
an athletics check.
Yeah.
Not a saving throw. So he kind of
got
wriggles.
excited.
He kind of wriggles away and backs up.
Are you Kwalish?
Yeah, I'm Kwalish. Who do you think I am? This is my laboratory. What are you all doing here?
What is wrong
Have you
with
broken parts of my laboratory?
I expected
That
Any
was
idea
you.
how long-
That was you.
What?
You shot your laser beam at me. I dove out of the way.
Oh, did it do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it worked. Oh, that's so exciting.
w-
It's taking me forever to power it up.
It wasn't that good in doing damage.
A minute ago, you were trying to kill us.
Yeah, well, you go into stasis for a few hundred years and pop on out and see how well you feel. All right?
It's reasonable. It's reasonable.
I was trapped in there. I was running an experiment, and it kind of went wrong. It's not the first time it's happened.
You seem
this
to
one-
run some very obscure experiments.
Well, are you from some academia?
I'm here.
Just looking at you, doesn't look like you would understand them anyways.
What is academia, Albert?
Yeah, exactly.
He just called you dumb. I'm dumb, and I picked up on it.
My friends are not intelligent. In fact, if you want to continue killing them, I'm okay with that, and I'll help you with your experiments.
Oh, okay. A willing laboratory assistant. Haven't had one of those in a while. But if you'd like,
We're here for a reason.
Yeah, but I mean, this psycho's been like mutilating the bird people.
You just admitted to him being a psycho, and then you want to work for him?
Not saying I don't want.
Are you a freaking idiot?
She works
Actually,
for a
wait.
psycho, but...
I don't work for a psycho. I work for the devil.
No, him.
Oh.
I didn't, honestly, I didn't expect to run into you. Kind of at a loss of what to say right now, sir.
What are you doing in my laboratory?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Where is your lab? Where are we right now?
We're in my laboratory.
Where is your laboratory?
It's in my laboratory.
Where's your laboratory?
How do I explain this? It's in a place where it's not.
So, right now, you're telling me...
You probably wouldn't understand the words extra-dimensional.
Yo, dog, I heard you like laboratory, so put a laboratory in your laboratory.
I don't know if I understand that.
Give me an intelligence check.
A crit.
You definitely have heard of them before. And you've experienced a bunch of them, so you know what he's talking about. Although he's talking down to you.
That was the most low-key 20 I've ever seen.
20.
Crit.
I think I've heard of these.
Oh, yeah? Then tell me their properties.
All right, first of all, you find the weird globule things. You touch them with
Baubles.
your Randy 2, and then you go do the thing where you do some stuff, and then you're back home. Extra dimensional.
I don't think you actually do understand.
Look at all these little globule things.
Yeah, I made those.
I don't really know what to do with this guy right now.
For
what
here because there is a strange ship.
Craft.
Thank you.
Yeah, I came from that. Long time
Floating-
ago. All run by devils now, isn't it?
No,
not that one, not
not
different
that one. There is a different one.
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where?
It's someplace that's not here. Don't tell him.
Why won't you tell me?
You tried to kill us a minute ago.
I was frenzied. I just woken up. You were bashing on the armor I was inside of. What was I supposed to do? I thought you were here to steal my stuff. Are you here to steal my stuff?
No. We're actually...
That's yet to be seen.
Okay.
Why do you have a mind flare?
Oh, he's just an assistant. Just, he's pretty smart. He knows all sorts of stuff. It's more like
The pants are really wet.
it's like something that you would use. Like, I don't really have a library nearby, so he's my library.
I'll take a Google machine.
I've never heard of that.
Now who's smart?
Oh, yeah. I think you're making words up. Google. Sounds dumb. Who would ever Google? You mean like Google? Like googling your eyes? Googly eyes? No, not like that. Like a frickin' mind flayer that you could talk to, and you. It's a frickin' mind flayer, and you could talk to it, and it tells you stuff. It's really smart.
Why don't you
Not
ask
quite as
the
smart as
mind
me,
flayer
but it
about
knows some
Google?
stuff I don't know.
Why?
The ship,
Yeah,
the
the
craft.
ship.
Yeah, where's the ship? Can't help you if I don't know where the ship is. I don't even know.
Yeah, sure.
Why am I trying to help
It's floating
you?
above Harinburg.
What is Harinburg?
Yeah, no one's ever heard of it.
Harinburg.
To the west.
That little tiny
Or
town
the east.
Yeah, it's the west to here.
east of here.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, that little tiny town full of barbarians.
Yep.
No.
Well, are you from Harinburg?
But
Is
they
it a little
are.
town full of barbarians?
It's been some time, I believe, since you were last there.
Yeah,
changed.
I guess it's been a little while.
This thing is floating above it, and things are dropping out of it.
People are getting injured. People are getting hurt.
Hold on. So there's a planar craft above Harinburg?
Yes.
Indeed.
That's so exciting.
I don't think you understand what we're saying.
Where did
Where
the other
do
one
they
come
come
from?
Oh, I don't know. Alternate realities, dimensions,
You
other
just-
realms.
Found that last one floating in that cavern.
Well, yeah, it was, kind of. It was not floating at the time.
You
I got it working.
You know how to turn them off or send them away or shut them down?
Well,
Yeah.
assuming it's from the same designers as the first, I'm sure I could figure it out, given enough time. But we got to get there first.
We
As he's talking, he's starting to walk around his lab. He's just like checking stuff. He's pulling open drawers because he's rifling through things and he's closing it. Seems like he's checking to see if he took his stuff.
Oh yeah. Also, what's with the demi-lich?
Oh, the skull? It's part of my experiments.
How so?
Well, I need to power the machine somehow, right?
You are quite evil, are you?
Evil? Of course not. I work for science. I'm as neutral as it gets. It's not good and evil. Those are just made-up moralities. Your fake things. No, this is all about using technologies.
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of hurt me there.
Yeah.
Trigger.
It's like, no, they'll use that to draw out some life force to power the suit. Still working on the details of it, but hey, and if you want to
No.
to try it out for me,
No.
hey,
Wait.
I'll let you use it for a while.
Oh,
Like a lease.
Yeah, you just gotta promise to report back every once in a while on how it works with you.
who wants to take the suit?
It keeps you really safe. It's got a little energy weapon on its arm.
Do spells work from the inside?
Of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'll fit you though.
You just got.
No, I was stuck inside of it. I couldn't control it because I was too little to reach the controls.
What's the downside?
Why would you have made it like that?
Well, I wasn't making it for me.
Can you
I don't want
teach
to
me how to
walk around in armor. I'm just trying to make a cool invention.
Can you teach me how to use it?
But you can't. You're too small.
No. Teach me how to like operate, how to maintain it, how it works. Teach me how it works.
You get in it,
And then
and then it's
what powers it?
You do.
But what's the downside? Like,
Well, I don't know all the downsides yet. That's what I need somebody to try it out.
We don't have time for that. We need to get back to Harinburg.
Well, you could use it while you're going back to Harinburg. It's not so hard. I think I understand. The momentous. You get the chance to try out some technology that nobody else has. It'll give you an edge against your opponents.
Maybe that laser beam will shut down the planet. Crap.
but you were trapped inside it.
That was an accident, all right? It wouldn't happen if I was on the outside helping somebody get in. I was trying to do some maintenance on the inside, and it shut on me.
So you're saying that you are this great wizard who got yourself trapped in
Not
your
a
own
wizard.
invention?
Wizard? No, it's all science.
Oh, yeah, science. How did we get back to where we came from?
Brother Reindeer, do you want to jump inside?
Well, where did you come from?
We touched the globule thingy.
Oh, you want to get out of my lab?
I think
Yeah.
I'm anti-science.
It's right over there.
What's over there?
You look
I'm
over,
with
and there's
them.
a door that you hadn't noticed
I don't
before.
want to touch
Oh!
That door. Just walk out the door.
We did.
So I think we need.
What are all these?
I kind of want a predator.
I thought we already went over that.
Yeah, but what do they do now?
They're access portals to the extra
How
dimensional
do I
spaces.
reactivate them?
If you could like set it.
Well, you just have to repower them.
How do you power them?
Well, with power, of course. You could do it either through your life force
riding a broom.
or through the. Oh no, I don't have any more of those.
Batteries?
What's a battery?
Green stick?
Oh yeah, what are those?
How
The
do
energy
I,
modules.
How do I
Well, no,
tink, tink, tink?
you're dressed. You look like you're smart, but you don't really act like you're smart,
We know.
right? Yeah. No, you gotta plug it in. See that device over there? So he points over, and there's a weird-looking machine. He's like, put it in there, attach the thing, and you got it.
Is there another way to power them up? How do I power them up not in here?
Oh well, that's kind of hard. That
Only
took me a
here?
long time just to figure that out. So if you could figure out another way, I'd love to know.
Why did you make a portal to the Nine Hells?
Oh, that was an accident. I was just messing around. I didn't make that portal. I was already there. I was just trying to activate it to see where it could go.
So you
And
tell me this right here is a portal of sigil?
not exactly. Oh, that's the market one. Hey, did you go around messing up all my statues?
Only the ones that we found.
Your statues.
Well, yeah.
You built them all?
Well, I didn't build them.
We
per
also
se.
killed your Medusa.
What? Ah! You know how hard it is to find one of those?
Why did you have that? I don't understand.
What do you mean? Why do you have your shield? Why do you have your Morning Star? They're tools. Everything's a tool.
See what you're doing?
Use it the right way, and it's useful.
You turned this entire city into glass?
No, maybe a little, but it was no. I dealt with the cake. They were already glass.
And what about the
I just
devil?
rearranged them in a very pleasing fashion. I had a lot of time to kill.
And what about
place?
the ooze? What about the ooze everywhere?
Oh, that was me.
Can we send
Stupid Kenku didn't know what to do with that.
Can we put the ooze back?
How many Kenku did you kill?
I don't know. There was hundreds of them, but they were infesting the city and causing problems and worshiping the Medusa like it was some sort of magical beast. Somebody had to deal with them. So yeah,
Team huddle.
How do we send the ooze?
he's like he goes on. He's like
No, the ooze,
changing
the
gears.
ooze. How do we send the ooze back? What's in the ooze back?
Why would you want to send the ooze back? It protects the city.
Murderer.
God dang it, you. I want to send
Our
the ooze back.
gnome
We'll
is
bring it back when
dangerously
we're done with
close.
this place.
Well, why do you need to send the ooze away?
So I can walk around.
How did you get here? If you got to me, obviously you found a way through it.
I built the SS Randy too. What are your designs?
Oh, the apparatus?
SS Randy too.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago I made those, though. I think I even shipped them out around the world. Made some money, funded some research. Good stuff.
Okay. So the planner craft, how do we set it home?
Well, I don't even know where home is. I'd have to get on it, take a look, poke around, figure out how to operate it, take control of it,
Let's see.
experiment with it.
This psycho took the Kenku's intestines and made them into glass.
But they're
tubes.
Kenkus. You like
He
Kenkus?
has a bunch of hearts in a jar.
Oh, that's a
Whose hearts were there?
that's a gorilla's heart. Do you really care about a gorilla? It's for science.
Harambe.
Well, the one's a gorilla's heart.
Too soon.
Well, the other one.
I actually have a list of them there. That one's a troll's heart. That one's a dragon's heart.
Dragon. Oh.
That one's a dwarven heart. And that's an elvish heart. That was a hard one to get.
Heart in the dragon heart.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Interesting.
You're a bad man.
No. Stop thinking about that way.
I'm a gnome. How dare you call me a man? Everybody thinks they're men. Humans. Is it still that way? Is the world still run by humans?
Very much that way.
I know, they're not even the smartest. Whatever. I'm not bad. I'm just trying to further everything. Our knowledge
Insanity.
of the universe and the realms.
Is it possible to send the ooze back?
Well, of course it is. But why would you want to do that? It protects the city
Just to see if we can do
From
it.
what?
from other Kenku or other intruders.
I believe the Kenku are dead.
I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to send it back.
Because I want to send it back to your...
I want to prove it can be done, though.
I don't need to prove anything to you.
I want to prove it can be done to my idiot friends.
Nah. I spent a lot of my time doing that. It's a waste of time. That's why I came here. Seclusion, away from the idiots.
Trying to love you, bro, but we're ready to kill you.
Well, then how are you going to take care of your player craft? Huh? You came all this way, and you're just going to kill me? The one guy who seems to know how to deal with your problem. Go
Yeah,
back
but-
to Harinburg.
Yeah,
heroes.
but you taught me how to use the power-up machine, and now we can just go move and live in Sigil. So, like, Harinburg.
It's not actually Sigil. But you can go and live in that fake place if you like. It
Fake
makes
place?
it good. Well, yeah.
It's not Sigil.
to make troops.
What do you mean? It's an extra dimensional space. How could I fit Sigil in an extra... You're not making any sense. You think I have... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You don't put a thing into an extra dimensional space. You make the extra dimensional space and then you build the stuff inside of it.
So you built a sigil, a fake sigil inside of the...
Well, of course, I had to have somewhere to trade.
So if you built it, then how do you trade with it?
You go inside... Hey, look, you got some of the items from there. I recognize some of them. You go in and trade with them. I don't understand how this is so
But if you
complicated.
built it and then put everything in it.
Well, I didn't put everything in it. I just built it. The people inside put the stuff in it.
And then they come. You have to build it.
So that
And,
they'd come.
and then they come.
I believe there was
Kind
a
of.
Kevin Costner that said that to me.
Yeah, kind of. So it's. I think you're starting to grasp the theory of it. So, but yeah, something like that. I've got several volumes over here, and he pulls out these big tomes. If you read through all of these and understand it, we can talk about how I built Sigil in an extra-dimensional space. But you've got to grasp something called quantum theory, and we've got another one down here called the Strang theory, and all of these put together allow you to build these. Never mind, it's a waste of time.
Strange.
Where's this planar craft? I want to take a look at it.
I don't...
The other one I had didn't work as well.
I don't think this is a good...
You want to bring this loony
What do you mean it's not a good idea? Who else? You've come all this way. You went to the monastery first, and then you came all the way to Duniglonier.
I can't
You
travel with
found
him
your
all the
way
way
through
back.
the ooze, and now you don't want my help.
It's been
Because
5 minutes and I already
I'm a little
forgotten.
eccentric.
You know what?
Change.
Yes. Yes, he's coming with. Also, you want to get in the suit?
No!
That suit, dear, how tough
It
is
is
that suit?
powered by life force, aka
Do you
me!
think we can build some stilts and let me get in there?
That won't work.
How,
I didn't build it for
how
now.
tough is it
Your arms
in
aren't long
terms
enough
of
to reach the controls.
ACs?
Yeah, well, it's,
How many
it's
AC?
quite tough. You fought it. How much damage did you do to it? Hardly any. It's pretty strong. And it's got, the arm energy thing.
I love
Can
me
we
good
make
predator weapon.
like this gauntlet and we'll have like wires and
Well, with enough time, sure.
So this
But why would you want to walk around in plate armor? Aren't you some sort of wizard?
Nobody else will do it.
Yeah, but then you can't cast your
They're a
spells.
bunch of cowards.
I thought you said you can't cast spells.
Well, yeah, if you can cast spells. But I'm assuming that you have never trained in that kind of stuff before.
I think
So
you're the only one. You're the only one proficient in heavy armor.
Yeah.
if you're not proficient
Get
in armor,
in!
then you
Yeah.
can't cast spells when you're in it. So yes, you can cast spells while you're in it, if you know how to.
Get in!
I really don't want to.
Especially with your adamantine armor.
Don't do it, Garrett.
He's not insisting.
Well, we can't go in.
Don't do it.
I don't think it's worth it.
So how can you?
But Mrs.
Do you
Delaware
have a way
would
to
love
get
some
us back to
support.
Harinburg?
Well, yeah, of course.
It is powered by life
pretty
force, aka me.
It seems obvious.
I will become the orange goo.
No. That bird was goo before he got put in.
No, he wasn't.
That's what the bird said.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
The Kraken. We
the
also
high priest?
broke that.
Ah, you serious?
We've broken a lot of your stuff.
You mean you took the high priest out?
Yes.
You killed him, I hope.
No, he globbed away.
Oh, I gotta find him again.
I'll help you find him.
Yeah, he's probably long gone by now. How long ago was that?
Weeks.
Day and a half?
2 days. 2 days, I think.
2 days, weeks?
No weeks.
2 days.
Yeah,
It's only been 2 days.
I'm sure he's found it. I'm sure he's found it.
2 days to a week.
2 days to a week.
I'll build another one. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's call it a fortnight.
But that means all the you dropped all the defenses of the entire city.
The ones that we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's why we keep the ooze.
But we need to use that portal, I think, to get back to Harinburg, right?
What portal thing?
That's someone the ooze in.
Oh yeah. We can reconfigure that. We'll have to go back to the monastery first, and because that portal is longer range.
Oh,
no,
about that.
What?
we broke that too.
It might be out of the
You broke that too.
It might be out of the sky.
Out of
Like,
the sky.
like
How?
falling down.
I don't know. The cultists have been powering it with the ore.
About the cultists.
What happened to the cultists?
They may or may not be dead.
Well, are they or are they not dead?
Oh, they're very dead.
They're dead.
I did just most of it.
They took the bridge
Because
off,
you work with evil
and
people.
and
The cat's still alive.
Yes.
We didn't kill the cat.
the cat killed
Sphinx?
the cat. Yeah, the Sphinx killed the cultists.
The Sphinx?
Yeah, well, that's his job.
Its job is to kill the cultists.
Well, to keep them on.
Why go Scottish?
What?
What?
I'm Irish, dear. I'm Irish.
So
Scottish.
you destroyed the monastery.
And what did Irish?
Yes. We destroyed
You
most of
you
the.
saw it get destroyed?
Can you be very honest with you?
No, we
this
didn't.
suit right here is the first thing we've come across we didn't destroy.
Huh.
That's not true.
No, that's very true.
We didn't kill the ooze.
We tried. We did the math and it took too many years. We destroyed a lot of things.
Ah.
Yeah, we did.
Mostly because all of your stuff attacked us.
It's true.
The monastery attacked you?
In a way.
It did.
Emotionally.
There was a bone devil.
So you saw it to be destroyed or you did not see it be destroyed?
No, we didn't.
So how do you know it's destroyed?
Oh, it was running out of power. It was about to fall. We had like 8 hours less. We jumped to the portal. And logic.
It's been about a week
There's a
or
high
two since then now.
probability that it's down.
Huh.
I mean, you could check it, but
Maybe
Oh, we can check to see if we can salvage the part.
maybe Gearbox saved it.
Who's Gearbox?
Never mind.
We left our friend behind.
A friend?
yes.
A Modrone.
A Modrone. You found another one?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet this
He was,
Modrone.
he was the best. Me, you, and him, we shoveled them together.
Yeah, or you can use them as spare parts. There's a few repairs I need to make around here.
Alright,
No.
What? They're just constructs. They have no feelings or emotions. They just pretend to. Because they're told to.
Isn't that the same thing?
What?
Having feelings and pretending. It's all the same. Still has
Wow,
feelings.
Claude, you sociopath.
No.
Almost.
If you pretend to be happy, but you're not happy, are you actually happy?
Really, Colin?
I have 8 imps.
I'm pretending to not feel pain.
I have 8 imps, guys.
Well, we could try. I can still try connecting the portal to the other one, and if it's working, then we can go through and...
But the portal's underneath the ooze. Do you have another portal here that's not underneath the ooze?
Oh, that's the one. That's fine. We can. You brought an apparatus, right? We'll just
Oh,
take
yeah.
that.
But what about the mind flayer?
What about him?
Will he come too?
Oh no, you
Okay,
don't want to
good.
release him.
Yeah, no.
No, that tube keeps me safe from him, and him safe from me.
Alright, so I think we should get back in
Freaking
SS Randy 2, head over to the portal, go back to Harinburg, and unleash this guy upon the populace.
About that.
Yeah.
When we bring you back, what are you going to do?
What do you mean?
You going to get this apparatus out of the sky and go
yeah.
away?
Yeah, I'll take it away. We'll save Harinburg. That's what you want, right?
I
Oh,
come-
hold on. Do we need to destroy Harinburg? Is that
No.
No, save it.
Save it. All right.
And you'll just go away.
But then what do you do? Like,
Hold it for ransom. What do they have? Good stuff.
Money for funding research.
I guess. I already have enough.
We're right here.
I have debts to pay.
Flying hand smack.
Flight hands back.
I think you flicked my arm.
Oh, I see you found the teleportation devices. Those are pretty cool.
Yes, actually, of all your insane inventions, this is one I'm a fan of.
Oh, I didn't make those.
Who did?
I just found them on the craft.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They don't work very well here.
Who made them?
Did you find all of this stuff?
Oh no. Yes. No. Maybe so. But I rebuilt. I repurposed. It helped my research.
Are we gonna go back and save Harinburg?
What is your end goal, sir?
That's the goal.
To further the
Let's all
intelligence
jump in the
of
SS-rated
this
humans,
universe,
guy.
which this room is proving to be showing that it's quite difficult.
Well, you got to start somewhere, dear.
Yeah, right. I guess if you're at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. No, you didn't get that.
Eldritch Blast. No.
All right, let's take it back to the Harinburg. To the wall.
I don't see what could
Should
possibly
we,
go wrong.
should we tie him up?
No, you should not tie me up.
I second that. We can't.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Should we tie him up?
No.
No, you don't tie me up.
Said no.
Not going to help if you don't tie me up.
No, I mean,
Not going to help if you do tie me up.
I'm not listening to that.
should we
gnome
tie
anymore.
up Rin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
No.
like it seems like they're going to go.
No, we're not going to.
We do
don't
not
want
tie up Rin.
Okay.
Why are we talking about tying people up?
I thought
I don't think we can trust him.
I don't think I can trust you.
I'll,
You think that I can't hear you? They're little ears. They still work.
can I trust food?
There's like an insect in here.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know. I'm confused why we're not trusting everybody all of a sudden. I don't know if I trust you.
I trust you.
Raise your hand if you're trustworthy.
Put your hand down.
Well, look, I just do.
You're the only hand to go up. Tie him up.
No, we don't tie him up. But he did start that one fight.
I didn't start it.
I'm gonna grapple him.
If we're really going to talk about who started things, this one is the biggest culprit.
He is. Mr. Mindflayer.
No!
So he's kind of
Mr.
ignoring you now, and you can see that he's like packing stuff into a backpack, different odds and ends and trinkets. He's got some books.
Any cool things?
He's pulling some scrolls out. They're probably spell scrolls. He kind of shoves them in.
Should we be approving his
Definitely different
inventory?
materials that would be useful for tinkering and stuff.
Should we be approving his inventory?
What do?
All right, let's go.
What do you need? Like, what are you taking with you, dear?
Well, I just take kind of this everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That way, no matter what I come across, I got the right tool for it. And what I don't have, we improvise.
Before we go, I need to tire up all my little glob things.
No, that's a bad idea.
Why?
Because then you'll just go and smack
No,
us
but
down with
I'll
this
leave them in
huge-
little
And he claims
leather
he's not a
sacks.
wizard.
Why?
What if I ever need to get back to fake sigil? One day I might need to get to the Nine Hells.
Call him out.
No, none of those go to the Nine Hells.
Call him out.
Yeah, we were there already.
Call him out.
Oh, you mean the one what?
What you just
That's not actually the Nine Hells. It's an extra dimensional space. That's.
All right.
You know,
Oh, I have to explain this all again.
dear,
No, I remember.
me and my friends have something to ask you.
What?
You say you're not a wizard, but you try to use magic against us.
I was science.
Science. I'm a science man.
I would disagree with that.
Well, that doesn't change whether it's true or not.
Can you prove that it was science?
Kwalish.
Are you a human?
Kwalish? Don't,
Yes.
don't engage.
I disagree with that. Does it change the fact that you are a human?
No!
Right. So you disagreeing with what I said is not a foundation for an argument against what I said.
Dang it.
It's science.
That's all I had.
Why is it so hard?
Then you pull out some alchemical components out of this pouch right here. You mix them together and
Science.
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 I hate science.
You like skipping? Let's skip.
Don't skip.
We're gonna skip to
What
the
am I,
SS
a little
Rating 2.
child?
Let's go. Let's go skip to the SS Rating 2 together.
I refuse to skip. I just go around just clanking of all the materials inside of it. You actually hear some things breaking in the bag.
Kwalish, you're breaking stuff.
That's fine. I got spares.
So are you really not?
Are we ready to
wanting
go?
get in
He's at the
suit?
door now.
Hold on. You really don't want to get in the suit. We're
No!
leaving power armor behind. We're leaving power armor behind.
No, powered
We're leaving power.
armor.
I don't want to be sure, but we're leaving powered armor behind.
I will become goo.
Will he become?
I don't think so.
I don't. Why would he become blue?
Good question. I have no
What
reason to think that he would be.
what powers the suit?
Well, you can if you have the energy cells.
Yep.
Those power it.
I have plenty of those batteries. See.
Well, then those.
See?
And
when
if he has
those
one of
run out-
those, he can power the suit.
Okay!
So you get out before we're into the batteries. Right? We can get them out at any time.
I would rather just not
I
take
think
the
so.
risk.
Okay.
Nope.
I can't cast magic, dear.
All right. Let's just leave the powered suit behind.
Yes.
Oh, can we take the gauntlet off of it?
No, that's part of it.
I-
It's all part of the same mechanism.
Can we not replace this gauntlet for that?
Oh yeah, you know what that is?
That's a piece of junk.
That's what we've been trying to tell her.
Hey, watch it. There's expensive stuff in here.
Brickbow might want that.
She could soak it.
Well, is there anything in here? Wait, what's in here?
She's probably dead.
Nah, I don't care. Let's go. Everybody all on board the SS Randy 2. Toot, grab the door.
You open the door, and it actually opens into, like you can see the SS Randy on the other side of it.
Matthew, you're breaking my immersion. The SS Randy 2.
SS Randy 2.
Thank you.
And he just goes inside of it. Go. Why, are you coming?
I hate you. I go in.
On board!
Wait,
Like,
I go
now
in.
I know it's in Harinburg. I could just go without you if you like, but you got to get up.
No, we're
You at least have to get on my lab.
about the controls.
Get out of my lap.
Lab.
Oh.
It's short for laboratory. Is anybody else joining the two gnomes?
Get ready to close the hatch!
No, don't leave them in my lab. They'll muck it all up.
Brother Rinder, are you
I'm fine.
you coming in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you go in?
Come.
And you go
Welcome
in,
aboard!
and you go in. Everybody's in?
Dunk.
So it closes, and all of a sudden, there's kind of a flash of light, and you're back inside the kiln area. All right, so head over to the gate in the Temple of the Medusa. Oh, you knocked so many things over!
Wait, claws out. One more.
I don't think I like you very much.
Yay.
Feelings mutual.
Whatever.
Oh, another one.
Just fly.
Kinda
You can
doing
float. So it raises up. You can float above them, you know. Spent a lot of time
To back
arranging.
down.
Do you want my help or not?
All right, I'll bring one more.
So we're sitting at the back of this barrel, watching two
Gnomes
gnomes
argue over the controls. It's like, I can drive if you like.
No,
You know, dude,
I'm the
it would
captain
be
of the
very
SS Randy
easy.
2.
Yeah, right.
And,
All right, so you just keep going. So you spend about half an hour kind of navigating through the city, and you get back to the Temple of Medusa. You're able to get through that front door.
I feel like they just mentioned like if we had come straight to this one right away, we'd be done with this place. Weird. Anyways,
How are you to know?
what? No way, it was the last one. Weird. Wait, that been signed?
No, that's actually where it was.
It was actually the first thing we looked into.
Yeah. You looked at it, and I'm like, they're gonna find it right away. Let's move on. I'm like, okay, maybe not. They do the whole city. And I was like,
In our
yay!
defense, I don't know that we had any way to get the orb from under the ooze.
Yeah, we had the
at
floating
that
hands
time.
and magic. Hands.
I don't know if you could. I don't know if you would have figured out a way. I just think it was funny that you.
I think we could have.
But
who knows?
there's two ways to kind
Without
of
the
navigate.
SS Randy 2.
Thank you.
I just don't know what we would have done if, like, the first thing we clicked is just in a big lab with a Mayan Slayer and everything. Like, we would have at least woken that thing up. Because us.
Yeah. So you keep going, and you're in there now, and you can see that he's like, oh, there it is. Okay, I need to take the controls here. Just move over, and he starts to shove you over.
Can we ghost this? Get behind me.
No, I gotta control it.
Yeah,
Do you know how to activate the
You
gate?
get behind me and you grab the controls.
Yeah, no, I can just hold on the controls without
You
holding your
just want to
hand.
see a magic trick. This guy's so.
Sorry, you're not my type.
I'm gonna do that. Sorry.
This is what's happening in the back of it.
All right. So he
You're gonna watch very closely.
he skillfully pilots the apparatus. You realize it's been clunkily.
At this point, I'm
Driven
just in the
until
back
this
waiting to die.
He opens the hatch. No.
You're just holding a diamond ready to cast Revivify.
Pile of dust.
Powered armor. We left powered armor behind.
You got it, Jared.
My life force is not worth powered armor.
We have batteries.
It had turned him to goo!
No, it wouldn't.
I would have
We
been
learned
cool.
that it wouldn't.
No, we didn't.
He did say it.
We're pretty sure
No.
it still would have happened.
No, even if he turned to goo, he would have been still alive. The thing walked away fine. It grabbed away fine. It oozed away fine. Its feet kind of appeared.
Shh, I'm working. You see that he's working the arms.
It's
quite.
These people are ridiculous.
It's pretty annoying when people talk and you're trying to work, eh?
I think all gnomes are psychopaths.
That is what I'm trying to find out.
So you can see that he's skillfully working the big claws into
Yes.
the gate.
I'm okay with that.
I wish Asmodeus was here.
I do not.
Takes him about 10 minutes. He's like, okay,
There
yep.
may be some merit to that.
All right, I've realigned all the crystal matrix, and I've lined up the power discombobulator. Yeah, this looks like it's good to go.
Matrices.
Matrix
No, it's
eyes.
just one matrix. It's not more than one matrix. The crystal matrix.
Then why do you say all the crystal matrix?
No, all of the crystal matrix.
All right, carry on, Gnome.
I hope they eat. Are you a professor? I heard people calling you professor. You're not a
Used to
professor of grammar, are you? I hope not. Okay. Anyway.
Eat it all.
What?
Carry on.
And also, he clicks it, and you hear the hum even from inside. And within just a few seconds, the gateway is on. The ooze seems unaffected by this. Are you ready to go through?
Yep.
Where is it going to lead? Right back to Harinburg?
Nope. This is going back to the monastery.
Also, what if the monster's not there anymore?
Well, that will be interesting. I think it's there, though, because the gate turned on.
Just a quick question. If I was to send my hand through, would it just disconnect from the whole teleportation device?
You want to put your hand into the ooze?
With
But
the
we have to-
bajou?
With
The bajou?
The bajou? Through
that would be
the
too
portal.
That would be too long range, probably.
Okay.
I've never tried it. You want to experiment?
No!
I don't know how you do it, though,
Wait.
because first we'd have to get your hand
I'll
into
open the back hatch
ooze.
if you want to open up the...
We're still in the ooze, remember?
No.
I-
It was
I-
merely a
I
theoretical
can't-
question.
Can you just drop...
I appreciate the theoretical questions, but I haven't done any empirical. Don't have any empirical data. What
I just
happens
do not want to be your
when I
test
send the
subject.
teleportations through.
Stop arguing with the gnome!
Can you start piloting through the portal now?
Okay. You go through, and all of a sudden, you enter it, and all of a sudden you just feel your entire body just get elongated, like, and in a moment everything's quiet,
And my intestines
and then
pass.
this loud roaring noise, almost like there's a roar of wind going by you at thousands of miles an hour. As you look forward, all you see is light just going past you, and this horrible shrieking sound. And you're holding on. You feel like you're just being whipped through.
We've gone plaid!
We've gone plaid.
And it seems to go on forever, but it's only just a few seconds. And all of a sudden, boom! You pop out of the other side and through another gate, and you land. The apparatus just clunk onto the ground. And I think it worked.
Are we there?
I don't know. It's kind of dusty out there. When you look at the windows, it's just this dust.
Can you just fly above it?
No, this thing doesn't fly.
Not a flu.
Open
No,
the hatch.
It floats. And it swims. It doesn't fly.
All right, let's walk around for a little bit.
I hate being in here with you.
That's reasonable. We're walking around for a bit.
I hate being near you, period.
Unfortunately, it appears that we are stuck.
Put the legs
Did
in.
you?
No.
You were the master pilot.
Well, I came through the gate and it just shot me out, and now
If the SS Randy 2 is lost to me,
then what?
nothing right now.
That's what I thought.
That's what you thought.
Well, here we go. And the back hatch opens.
On board.
As it opens, a cloud of dust just comes in, obscuring your vision, and it's choking, but not harmful. But you're gonna have some nasty boogers tomorrow. It's just thick dust coming through.
I would like to get out and see if I can dislodge the SS Randy 2.
Right. So as you get out, you can't really see more than half a foot in front of you.
Oh.
It's just there's some sort of dust cloud, and when you step out onto very uneven ground, like it's all rocky.
I'll be like, hello?
Gearbox!
Can't really.
Kitty.
Your voice is muffled from all the dust as well.
Do we have any way of removing this dust?
Detect magic. Any magic?
The gateway.
Just the gateway.
Yeah. The dust is not magic.
So what now, Kwalish?
I don't know. Now, if I can get this portal working, we can head on back to. Well, that's assuming the planar craft has a portal. Only one way to find out. So, you have any maps of where Harinburg is? I need at least a general location of where this planar craft may be.
We actually do.
We do.
All right, well, give that to me,
Here.
and I'll get to work.
Start tinkering.
All right. This might take a little while.
So you're going to make that one, the one that we just came through, get us...
Yeah, well, this is the long range one. It looks a little busted up.
Do you think this is the crashed?
Yes. We're on Crash Cultist Island.
Well, if this is it, I'll find out pretty soon. So he says it's going to take him a little while.
I will help.
He doesn't want your help.
I don't think he's getting my help.
So it's going to take him longer then. and he's going to charge you more for it.
He ain't charging me nothing.
I didn't know he was charging us anything to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, more than nothing, right? So what would you like to do? You're kind of, this dust is pretty thick. It doesn't look like it goes up too high because you can see the sunlight kind of coming through. So probably it's taller than you are.
Well, I want to take a rope and tie it around me and tie it to the SS Randy and then go for a little explore.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna,
so you kind of have a way back.
I'm gonna go and have my broom and
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm gonna, you know the those voice boxes we saw on the brains.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast locate object.
On one of those.
Yeah.
What's the range? 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet.
As long as it's not. What's the amount of stuff that it needs to block it? Is it like
1,000 feet? The spell can locate a specific object known to you.
It's not like one of them where it's like if there's 3 feet of dirt, it blocks it, or
No, if any thickness of lead,
right, lead will block
even
it.
a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
But that's it, right?
Yeah.
why not gearbox?
I can't do gearbox, but he was near those voice boxes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, you pick up faint signals
Huh?
in a certain direction. They're probably they're 300 feet away, probably.
Kwalish, you don't leave without us, right? Like,
He would.
It's gonna take me a while, anyways. But if you're not back, well, I'll go figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
he'll leave us.
we'll head in that direction.
Okay, so you can't really see more than a foot ahead of you. As you start to walk, you realize the ground is very uneven,
Yes.
and like you're just walking. You feel like you're walking through rubble.
If I do the whole
I'm gonna have my mace out for light, even though
spin my morning star to make like a little fan.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
kind of
fly
disturbs
up.
it. So you fly straight up.
Yeah.
So you go up only about 10 feet, and all of a sudden, poof, you come out of it. And you look around, and you kind of recognize the place. This is a huge valley, an enormous valley. And looking around, you see, peeking up over the dust, is the remnants of those huge buildings that were in the monastery. So you're either in the crashed monastery or one that looks very similar to it.
In the crash box.
But given location and everything.
Where did it crash,
Way,
though?
way to the ground. Down
I
below.
don't.
yeah, but are we in the mountains or because it was in a cave, wasn't it?
No. You
Or
came out of the
canyon?
cave and it was in a huge
Valley.
open area, like a valley area, but it was
Oh,
floating above it.
okay.
It was up hundreds of feet above the valley.
If we leave this guy, he's gonna leave us.
As you look straight up, you can see a faint outline of some sort of creature kind of flying around the top.
Your brains are up there.
Thanks.
Okay, so as you look around, yeah, you see the different structures. So it has the same general layout of the monastery, so it appears to be crashed.
Okay.
Oh,
Fly
you
back
see
down.
anything?
Fly back down, and I say, it looks like to be, the monastery that we were once here, but there's some kind of creature flying above.
You could see up there.
I could, yes. It's
Hand.
if I had to ascertain, it would be the
Yeah, same thing.
Sphinx.
Can we get your brains back?
Actually, it was your fault that I lost them, so maybe you should go get them.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
It actually was.
True.
That is
You don't think so?
100.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
I'm not
Say the name.
Vigo Chili.
Say the name.
Vigo Chili.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Well, I'm keeping a very close
We're fighting
eye
Gearbox.
on Kwalish. I'm keeping a very close eye on
Kwalish
Kwalish.
is frustrated as he's trying to repair this thing. He's mumbling on about alterations and,
Those are my improvements.
somebody messing with it. And also that it's been kind of broken a bit in the crash. What are the three of you doing?
I'm trying to home in on those.
Yeah, I think with
So it's
Randon,
very slow going.
with Randon, like my hand flying above us.
Oh yeah. So
We
you,
can-
you kind of get a sense of where you are, but you're still, it's what you have to walk quite slowly because it's just, well, you can imagine this thing drops hundreds of feet, explodes, sends out that. It's going to be
Oh yeah.
this tangled mess of rock and steel and all sorts of dangers, very sharp dangers. So you have to really take your time.
I built the SS Randy. Like, is there a component that I know is irreplaceable?
Or could you build another one, you mean?
No, I want to take a piece with me so he can't leave us.
Well, you could break it.
No,
Well,
but
you don't know what it's-
portal. He could just walk through it.
I'll still have my Randy.
That's all that's important to you.
That's great. We'll be in this valley in a tube.
Well, okay,
In a Pringles tube forever.
either we stay here and watch the gnome, or we go off adventure and hopefully he's still here when we get back.
Let's do that.
That's dangerous.
We should really find Gearbox.
Why?
Why?
Because in a roundabout way, I feel like he kind of saved us, and I think we.
Yeah, but our whole mission was
did.
to get this guy to figure out how to save Harinburg.
I don't like him.
Harinburg, the innocents.
They're probably dead. Because that thing probably fell onto Harinburg.
And if this guy gets back to Harinburg without us, and nobody's got him on a leash, he might just do worse things.
He said it was going to take time. We
Yeah.
have some time.
Is that 10 minutes? 10 days? How much time, weird gnome?
I don't know.
guy?
You speak gnome. What does it mean?
How much time? How
Are
long?
we all
how-
back together again?
Yeah, we left. I think we've been talking in front of you.
I guess we walked probably 10 feet away and then got yelled at to come
Well, I
back.
guess there's like separate conversations that might be happening. Or,
We're just yelling back and forth through the.
Yeah, you're yelling.
Where are you?
I can trust that guy.
Yeah, we're yelling, but we're actually just 10 feet apart.
Rick doesn't care. He's like, I don't trust him.
He's mumbling to himself. Yeah. So you're asking him?
Yeah.
I don't know. That looks pretty messed up. It'll take me some time, all right?
How much time?
Get off my back. Some of
Estimate.
these things take time.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate it.
I built this thing in 2 days.
You
I'm
built
a
this game in 2
scientist,
days?
not a wizard.
Oh. I built the in 2 days.
Well, yeah, with components that were already putting part of it together.
with a bunch of scraps in a cave!
Anyway, you're slowing me down.
How much time, gnome?
I don't know.
Somebody intimidate him.
We're gone. You're all.
I zoomed
Yelling
down.
back and forth to no.
How much time, gnome?
I don't know.
So it's handless Garrett and Ren walking and Mrs.
Are
Detwar
we
flying
like
on a
three
room
separate
with a
parties?
hand beside her.
Just flying casually.
No, there's the party and you gnomes.
The party and gnomes.
So it takes you a good half an hour to traverse all the difficult terrain to get to the location where you would think that you're finding them. And you do find the remnants. You actually have to climb up at this point, and that brings you up above the dust. Still slow going, but now you can see where you're going. And you see that control room, and it's busted. It's cracked open, but there's still big parts of it that are intact. After another 5 minutes of climbing, finding your way up, there's a lot of places.
The brains and jars didn't make it, I assume.
You can assume whatever you like.
But wouldn't they be in that control room?
Yeah. Well, let's
Do
go
we-
find out. You're about to go in there.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in there.
You're almost. You're making your way up into it, and you enter in, and you find that room where the jars were, and they are all smashed, and the brains are just goopified. They did not. It doesn't look like they survived the crash. So now you're in that room. What would you like to do? It's all there's a huge crack down the middle. That leads outside.
Rin doesn't know how
Everything
anything
is
works, so
is scattered.
I just pick up one of those speaker boxes. I'm like, gearbox?
Because if we remember, he went into a wall. He started connecting himself to a bunch of wires, and I think he disappeared into a wall.
And then he became Skynet.
It's a good thing you have both nodes behind.
Gearbox, are you here?
He's gonna start
We came back!
looking in every drawer or everything I can lift up or move.
Just kicking the walls and talking at the speaker.
It'd be great if one guy gets a speaker, then he gets a cord, you get another speaker.
Talking to each other. Okay, so as you search around, you don't hear a response, but after a few minutes, you think you can hear something. You're not quite sure what it is. You hear some sort of noise coming from another one of the rooms.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay?
Make her way
Are you with us?
No, I am not. I'm nervous about
Are you just
the
floating
gnomes,
above?
so I'm just kind of staring at them, just hovering.
Okay, so as you go into the other room, you see a big pile of rubble, and you hear a voice. And as you get closer, it sounds like Gearbox's voice coming from under the rubble.
Just,
You start to...
oh yeah.
Okay? It's not very long before you come across Gearbox's body. It's pretty beaten up. It's missing an arm and a leg. The wings are totally broken off. Its sphere is actually split open. Its eye is busted and just shattered. But you can still see, there's this little piece inside of it, this little this mechanical piece.
The spark.
And you can hear a little voice coming out of it. You hear, "Hey guys! Hi! You found me! I wasn't able to fix the ship, It really hurts.
If we move you, can we get you to a place to be repaired?
Yeah, I'm sure that's possible. Just bring me to repair place.
Okay.
I had full functionality, but ran out of fuel.
We take him back.
Yeah,
So you
Ren
kinda,
and
like,
I
pick up,
just
you pick
pick
up the
pieces.
So as you pick up the piece, the whole thing splits in half.
Oh.
And it spills out components from the inside. And you're just like shoveling them back in.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Just keep talking to me, Gearbox.
Okay, I'm here. The one arm just kind of like.
Doing that thing where you're like, don't go to the light. Don't go to the light.
Wow, this sounds like a war movie.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay, guys. I'm sure I'll be okay.
There's like jets flying over.
So you come back with them. So you make your way back.
Yep. Give me those orbs.
So you make your way all the way back,
Orbs?
Give
and
me
the
the
gnome is just like
Orbs.
the
Glass orbs.
Hold on. So as you get back, you notice that as you're getting closer, the dust has settled a bit more, and Kwalish is he's just mad. He's like, there's missing the one component that I need.
No.
There's somebody messed with this.
That was probably me.
No, it wasn't you.
That was probably Gearbox.
No, because it was messed with after it was activated.
That would be Gearbox.
Something was changed, and there's some sort of activation device that I can't break through. It's been encoded. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Cryptology. I wrote a book on it. It means that
Sorry.
things are in crypts, and
You
Anyway,
get a number?
I know about crypts.
yeah.
It's a cryptologist.
Like when you bury someone
Yes.
in the ground.
Isn't that what we're talking about?
It's cryptography.
No, that's different. But anyway,
The music's coming in a little low, so if you want to boost it, I can quiet it.
I have it up as high as.
Maybe I could figure out the code. Is it 1?
No, it's not a code. It's missing a component. That would then allow it to activate it. Somebody's basically locked this out. I was able to get through one way, but I can't get through the other.
Gearbox, was it you?
Yep. Oh, you found the Modrone. Perfect.
Don't you touch him.
Well, do you want me to activate the portal or not?
Give me the orbs.
What
you-
orbs?
Are
The
we going
one-
to lose him in the process?
We can take
I don't
him
know.
to that
Maybe.
place with the
Wait,
gears.
Gearbox, why
What are
would
you
you lock
talking
us
about?
out?
There was an orb where we went to where there were gears
Yes.
and there were people like him.
Uh-huh.
We can take him there. They can
Yeah.
probably fix him.
No, that wouldn't work.
Wait, hold on. I want to be clear about this. You're talking about the orbs that I wanted to recharge, but you said, no, don't do that. I'll hit you with my mace.
I don't recall any of that.
I didn't let me charge them up!
What do you mean? The orbs don't work now?
No, you can't charge them up. You said no!
I never said no to that.
They're garbage now!
What are you doing? I'll build another one.
We need
So
the
hold on,
orbs.
They're not powered up! I can't just put a battery in. Tink.
Why? Those batteries
Tink,
work on
tink,
everything.
tink. Ah!
They work on everything else.
Oh, you guys really are dumb. So hold on, that thing. Hey, you, Modrone. You lock this out? Yeah. Full functionality. Transferred to my activator. Oh, your activator.
You're
Oh,
not
great.
taking his activator.
Well, why not? If I use it, I can restore the portal.
Can we put it back in him afterwards?
What? No, I need it for the portal.
I don't think we should kill him.
I won't kill him. He'll be fine. He'll just be part of the portal.
Can we give
Then
him,
he's stuck here then.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never done it before.
Can we give him a different type of activator?
I've never
Modrone?
tried transplanting activators from one Modrone to another.
You're playing another Mojo in this place?
In
I'm
the
okay.
orbs. There's one in the orbs.
Yeah, here.
Is that the one?
That's the one. It's a rock.
It looks like a rock.
This is a rock.
No, it's the orb. It changes when we go through the portals. Here's the proper orb.
I throw the rock at him.
You take one.
So he walks over. So Kwalish walks over to Gearbox. He's like, yeah, I just need that part right there, and he goes to reach in for it.
No, I stop him.
Goodbye, Gearbox.
Hey, come on! I need it.
He needs it.
He kills people. He takes innards out of people. You can't let him do that to Gearbox.
Those were Kenku. You like Kenku?
Kenku.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Well, seems like we have a bit of a hypocrite here,
I've been saying that the whole time adventuring with him.
right?
I don't prior to sitting down to have like
You don't kill animals and eat them?
my what is that meat that we're always
Mutton.
Mutton. It's not like I play with my mutton's entrails before I eat it.
Yeah, but some people eat the entrails of the mutton, of the lamb.
Not this person.
Well, that's fine. It's still a good part of it. You say we shouldn't use the useful parts of animals?
That's psychotic, really.
But you don't eat meat? You're a vegetarian?
No, I eat tons of meat.
Okay, then, exactly. It's all the same.
I'm just saying I'm going to miss
It's all the
Gearbox.
same.
I'm with you. I'm going to miss him.
Gearbox. Can you work? Do you live without your activator?
I don't know. Never looked inside myself before. It's okay, guys. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You always say that.
And then you fell from the sky.
I almost had it fixed.
I think we should take his activator.
Of course you do.
And let's put
You're
Gearbox,
with him.
let's put Gearbox in. Are we able to bring the SS Randy 2 with us?
If you can figure out how to get it out of there. We don't need it. We said we're going in our player
Pretty
craft.
sweet ride.
Now that the SS Randy 2
Yeah.
is going to be left behind.
You'll
now you're
dismantle
there.
Gearbox.
I was going to put Gearbox inside the SS Randy 2 and hope one day we repair him.
One day.
It's just going to sit in there and magically it'll get fixed.
No, I was going to walk through the portal with the SS Randy 2. I always just carry Gearbox. I put Gearbox in
In a sack?
a sack.
He could probably find a big enough sack.
Okay.
It's a sad sack.
He's kind of split in half anyway, so it's easier to
Yeah.
get him in.
Remember like Chewbacca and C-3PO?
Yeah!
I got one.
Kind of like
I
that.
got one of them
You
going
just
on
kind of
right
like scramble them up and put them as a backpack.
Just a
Are you even
leg.
strong enough to lift Gearbox?
now.
He let you ride him once.
I like how we're deciding
You
to kill this
were like
robot.
a duo, a dynamic
We
duo.
are gonna.
It was so much fun!
I know Gearbox, but I'm gonna eat you some new wings, buddy. But right now, we can't save him. Okay, I'll tell you what, Ren. You figure out how to save Gearbox. And if the answer turns out taking out his part, going elsewhere, dealing with that thing, and then saving Gearbox afterwards, that's a pretty good idea you came up with. Let me know what you came up with that. Good plan!
Wait, hold on, are all of Gearbox's parts here? Or are
No.
they just-
No.
No, he's definitely missing something.
No.
I can't mend him.
You would be able to anyways. Mending
There's
makes
a
like something that's ripped
I
apart.
say no. We gotta use his part.
Doesn't let you
Hope
fix
we find another
advanced
activator,
circuitry.
and hope that his spark isn't in the activator. Like his programming. Hey, is your programming in the activator?
I don't know. Only the great one understands all that.
Hey, Kwalish, is this programming in the activator?
Yeah, probably.
Where could we power up?
Oh.
Well, that's why it works.
Where do we power up the orb?
Back in the laboratory.
What laboratory?
Kwalish's laboratory.
He really wasn't paying attention.
You found a place to power them
No
up?
problem. Yeah, in Kwalish's laboratory. You threatened to hit me if I powered
I'm
up
getting
the
tired of
things.
this.
I did not!
Is being in proximity
deal
of the
with this
Sphinx
later.
making him dumber?
Pause on this
Oh,
argument.
maybe. Hold on. You dealt with the Sphinx and you got dumber?
I had to slip it in my
So
hand.
it's got another stone. I'll have to go talk to it one day.
How far is the Sphinx?
I don't know.
No,
Should
I'm
we-
asking you.
No.
What about the Sphinx? Does the Sphinx have something that we can use for an activator?
It's
Oh, maybe.
very high. 1,000 feet, 2,000
Should we-
feet, 3,000 feet.
Would the Sphinx have an activator?
Why would a Sphinx have an activator?
Could be a robot.
I don't know. I
Sphinx.
don't even know what an activator is.
That's an activator. See that little thing right there with the wires?
Where
The
else
one that's
can
kind
we
of
find
rectangular? That has that little
I
tube?
need you to
That has
carry
that yellow
Gearbox
little
on
thing
your
on it?
back.
That's an activator. That's all I need. One little part.
with his activator?
I don't think you're getting it. There's no way to leave here without Gearbox's activator. So we leave and hope that we can repair him elsewhere. Or we leave it in him and we starve to death here. I vote for life.
We could eat Sphinx.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, let's just change the problem. Fireball!
Alright. If you guys can think of a way to not not deactivate the gearbox, I'm all ears.
You're a conjurer. Can't you create one?
Sure. I just conjured up an activator.
Who are you hearing it to?
Kwalish.
Oh, I don't want that one.
Well,
It's not even real.
It's not an ultra
He
rare.
made you one.
It doesn't matter. I don't need any activator, especially if I've made up one.
All right, you did the one that has the code that was programmed by the guy?
Right.
That's the one, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is not going to work.
Because he's the one that apparently made the modification, so his activator has the codes to unlock it.
I'll
Gear-
send in Gearbox. This is your choice.
Oh, it'll be fine. Just put me in.
He always says
I'm sure it'll all work out in the end, brother.
He says that too.
I'm ready for my next adventure.
Oh, jeez.
Send them
dark.
back to the great 01s in the sky.
For a moment, I had greater purpose, and I was the planar craft, and now I am reduced again. So I am ready for wonderful purpose.
You're about to become a portal, buddy.
Thank you. He's yank it out,
Yeah.
and
I'll
the
miss you!
and the body goes
I pet
and goes
him.
limp.
You won't miss him. You're an animal.
All right, it's about time.
I gather up his pieces and try
This
to.
is why I made a laboratory and went far away from people. And he goes to work.
Brother Rindir, do you miss Gearbox?
I felt a bit of an attachment to him.
Well, dear, just so you don't get too, I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and then with my actor. Hi, Brother Rin. I'm not really dead. I'm actually here. Don't be afraid. Everything's going to be okay.
It doesn't. You don't feel anything, unfortunately.
Oh, I feel something.
The illusion vanishes.
About 5 minutes later, he's like, "Ha ha! I got it!"
Sorry, dear.
Sorry, dear.
And he kind of, with a bit of a lever,
You and I had something.
he forces up
But
the
now
portal.
it's for you and Mr. Fuelgoer.
So the portal is erect again, and it's all repaired. You can see the activator attached to it in one little spot right there.
Yeah, tap it as like, it's ready to walk through.
And he's like, "All right, here we go. And he
go,
presses
here
the
we
button
go.
on the activator, and you hear a hum go through the whole thing. And then the portal doesn't turn on, though. Like, there's no glimmer. All of a sudden, you can hear a voice coming from the activator. "Hey, guys! How's it going? I had your box! I'm a portal now!" Oh,
Mommy, wow.
wow.
I'm a portal now.
There are lots of other portals around. Huh.
Where are they all?
I don't know the locations. I can just sense them.
Harinburg. We need the Harinburg one.
Harinburg. I was in Harinburg once.
Anything go to the celestial realm?
No, this isn't one of those types of portals.
Okay.
But, yeah, I can feel it. Harinburg. Nope, there's none in Harinburg.
Is there one above Harinburg?
Yep.
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah. There's one above Harinburg.
Now we killed the gnome. Wait, no, we killed the gnome.
Oh, yeah, kill me. Still haven't figured out how to do the thing, right? So you guys want to go to the one above Harinburg? Oh, is that the one we were trying to find out information about?
Yeah.
Did you guys find Kwalish?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. Oh, this is weird. I'm like reaching out to it, but I can't feel my arms.
It's right here. Can you see me?
I can't see anything right now. I'm a portal.
I'm gonna,
I don't have eyes.
Lose my bag.
Oh, I can. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. I got it. Okay, I'm grabbing it. Oh, it doesn't want it. No. Yes. Okay, got it. And boom, and the portal turns on. All right, guys, go on through.
Best of luck, Gearbox. Goodbye.
I'll see you soon.
Let's go, Kwalish.
Probably not.
We're gonna go in.
Kwalish just hops right through.
Yeah, we'll go through.
through. And then when we get to the other side, I try to talk to the portal. Hello, Gearbox, are you there?
So you step through, and you get that same sucking sensation that sends you through in a few seconds, and you immediately find yourself. The air feels very thin. You just see it doesn't make you dizzy, but you can all of a sudden you can feel that fatigue, and you look around, and you see the same kind of architecture as you saw in the monastery, but this thing is intact. The ground is not dirt; it's metallic everywhere. You see some areas that it's wooden as well. There's some mixtures of that. And you see big pyramid structures, except they're very narrow and very tall. And you can hear kind of this hum going through everywhere. But you don't see any movement. and you see like remember those big ballistas, the one that you fought the
one the kobolds had.
the kobolds? You see a couple of those pointing off the sides. Except these ones don't look as makeshift as the ones that the kobolds had. You assume maybe that's because these ones are intact ones rather than refurbished ones. And you're standing on top of it, and you can see kind of what looks like the main throne room up ahead of you. And you want to turn around and talk to the portal?
Yeah.
See.
Hello, Gearbox. Are you on this end? Tap the outside. Like what is it generating from? Just like an archway?
Yeah.
I tap the archway.
Hi, Gearbot. Hi, Flugelhorn.
All of a sudden you hear thump, and then the portal closes. And all you are through, obviously.
I actually say that.
He is the
What?
actor.
I do the actor voice
For whose purpose?
for him.
Well, he knows it's coming from your mouth. You can't throw your voice.
Oh.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Wah wah.
You just look over at him. And also you see a little blinking light
I'm
on the
sorry,
portal.
dear. I wanted to give you hope.
And then you hear, "Hey guys! Woo!
Oh.
I got to come through too! Oh, this place is awesome!
So now you're in control of this portal.
Kind of.
What else?
No, this place is resisting my control. We'll fix that soon.
Gearbox, I thought you can't see.
I can't see,
So
but
how
I
do you know
can
it's
feel.
awesome?
Should we take his?
I'm reaching
actual-
out. Found it! Okay, I'll see you soon, guys. Ah! What are you trying to talk to?
It's gone. Is something wrong with our gnome? I mean,
Yes.
besides
Yes.
everything.
Besides,
Qualish is just kind of standing and looking around with his eyes wide open like a kid in a candy store.
There's something wrong with all gnomes.
They're gnomes.
Or racist.
Yeah, whatever. We got
Almost
here,
like we have good reason to be. I don't know.
So now,
Here, it's pretty thin.
Wow.
Now what? Well, now we go find the throne room and we take control of this bad boy. And from there, we just figured it out. It's going to take some time, though. It took me like years to figure out the first monastery. I'm sure this one won't take quite as long.
well, things are falling off this one.
I love that goal.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, look at that. He points over and you can see that part of it's deteriorated a bit. It's like, yeah, okay,
Can we
okay,
just maybe-
okay. Yep.
We just maybe pilot this thing like 2 miles to the left.
Well, once we figure out how to take control, as you don't have the scepter for this one.
I have the scepter for the old one.
Yeah. How do I explain it? You know how your house has a lock on the door
Yeah.
and you have a key?
Yeah.
Does that key work on other doors?
Doesn't he modify it?
Yeah, that's actually true. Give it to me. All right. I'll go start working on this. And he heads off towards what looks like the throne room.
I followed him. He's
Okay.
coming.
And so
Gosh, I have nowhere else to go.
I'm going to go over to the edge.
it's quite big. It's like the size of the monastery.
I just don't want to
So
wander
you go to
too
the
far.
edge? Okay. So you look down, and yeah, you are thousands and thousands of feet above, and you can make out the landscape.
Quick trip back to Harinburg.
Yeah, there's, and you can see Harinburg. You've never seen it from above, but you still recognize some of the landmarks, and you can see the bay, and you can see all the way across the bay.
Express elevator to Harinburg. Going down.
You feel a little bit of vertigo as you're looking over, but you're okay. You're obviously smart enough not to just like jump off the side.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're in the right place.
It would appear so. You look around, you don't see any other floating planar craft nearby, but this one is huge. Like it's like the size of the monastery, so there's a lot of trekking around to do. So Kwalish seems to be heading towards what you guys would recognize from the old monastery as that main throne room, that the tallest building there, and it's about 10 minutes away. That's how much walking there is just to get there. Are you following him?
Yep.
So he takes you all the way there. There's the big doors. These ones, everything. It basically feels like the other planar craft. So that gives you hope that if it's like the other one, then he'll be able to figure it out. Except everything's in better condition, but you still, now that you're looking around more and you've been on here longer, you start to see, no, this one's actually deteriorating as well. And it's no sign of anybody on board. So you're not quite sure what that means. And you enter the throne room, and it looks identical, except once again, there's not all the extra garbage all around. Things haven't been ripped apart.
No devils.
You don't see a bone devil sitting on the throne.
How dare
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But you do see the throne, but it looks a little different than the throne that you came from. It has everything's intact, And Kwalish is excited. He's actually like jogging forward. You've never seen him move. Like all the stuff in his backpack.
You might want to be careful.
Like, it's okay. I've been waiting all my life for one of these intact ones.
Now, it's interesting. If there's nobody on this, what is powering it?
Why did it come to Harinburg?
If the old one was powered by cultists, so that would actively be.
I'll cast Detect
fuel.
Magic.
You don't find anything.
Okay.
Is there a limit how many times you can do that a day?
At will.
Right, but it's not like at will twice per long rest. You can just detect magic at will.
It's always on.
Invocation.
That's handy.
It's always on.
So you just basically go, boop, just walk around with it always on. Yeah, you don't detect any magic. And if you do, it's kind of similar to what you felt the old place, right? It seems like, now that you've experienced all of this, it seems it is a blend of arcane technologies as well as arcane power. It definitely taps into the weave of magic to draw some of its power forward, but it does so not through the way that you do, by worshipping a devil, or by worshipping a god, or by the right incantations and all that kind of stuff. It does it instead through applications of machines, and which is not something that you're familiar with. You've heard that it's possible, but mostly you have never come across this kind of thing before. So Kwalish gets to the throne, and he starts to work on it. He claims it'll take him a while. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I would like to go find the furnace room.
Right, I hate leaving this guy alone.
Yeah, that's awful.
We don't want him to find the furnace room. We want him to be able to fly this thing away.
Yes, but I'm interested to see what we'll find there.
Yeah.
And what could possibly be either a massive power source that's able to keep this thing floating without being manned.
Actually, maybe what powers these things?
What things?
The
Planar
I'm not talking
craft.
to Kwalish. Like, why is he not immediately concerned about fuel like Flugelhorn is?
I don't know what's powering it. Why don't you go check that out? I can't be everywhere on the ship at once.
I think we do.
Well, anytime someone approached the craft, it burned them up and shot them down. So if someone starts messing around with how this thing works, and I point to Kwalish, what do you think the ship's going to do?
I think they were shot down by the ballistas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the ship obviously has its own defenses. It's not manned, but it defended itself.
Well, I think we got Gearbo trying to take it over right now.
I'm just saying, if we leave Kwalish here and it somehow tries to defend
So we
itself,
just stay here and watch.
Then Kwalish dies, and that's a whole other problem solved.
I'm our backup.
I don't like Kwalish. Can you do what he's doing?
Yep.
You can reprogram the ship and fly it away.
100%.
Confidence.
I've been rolling nothing but 15.
And why did we bring him?
Like him. I do like him.
But we do not.
Because you're a racist.
That is beside the point.
All paladins are racist.
At least you know you have a problem.
How much time would it take to get to what we remember as the power plant, the furnace room?
15 minutes. If it's in the same place.
Okay. Assuming it's the same place, 30-minute trip, assuming there's nothing to look at, 40 minutes, and we're back.
If you say you can do it, we'll leave Kwalish alone. I'll actually hope that it defends itself.
Okay.
That's assuming that it does defend itself. Or
True. I'm just...
Or we can stay here and watch this guy like a hawk. I'm good for either.
I think we're better
I say we just watch.
leaving him here.
Really?
We're
Looking
split.
elsewhere.
We're split. Roll the die.
I say we watch. I'm
We're
nervous.
split. Somebody roll the die. Four plus. We go.
You
for
don't
a
you
walk.
don't think we should leave him either?
I'm typically with you now. That's why I'm okay with. I don't care what we do. I say we go to the furnace room, but I'm not gonna mad if we don't. So let's do it. We're going. Well, we're going. He isn't coming to the lake. I don't think splitting the part's a good idea.
I've heard bad things.
Yeah. So let's just walk over to the power plant furnace room thingamajig.
The same building that would
Yeah,
kind of match up
In that location, yeah.
is the one that you the monitor.
Engineering. Take us engineering.
We'll go find the coal room.
Yes. Well, what was that? The ore.
Hey.
They were shoveling ore into.
I have some
furnaces.
ore.
Or what?
So do I. I actually written down some or.
Some, exactly.
So it takes you about 15 minutes to get there. As you're walking around, You swear out of the corner of your eye, you notice things moving, and that's when you actually start to pay closer attention. You see there are actually things moving on the ship.
Nice.
But they're small.
It's a gearbox.
And as you look closer, if you ever approach one, you see these little clockwork machines. None of them are any bigger than this. Some are kind of spider-looking. Others have different kind of shapes.
The same ones that were repairing the Kraken?
Similar, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume it's gearbox.
Yeah, you see them kind of clinking around. Some of them disappear into like these little tiny tunnels that even tiny creatures would have a hard time fitting through. But they kind of come out. They're like going around. You see as you're walking, you see some of them actually affecting repairs. So they're not everywhere. It's not like the ship is swarming with them, but you do notice them as you get there. And you do approach the building that it looks similar to the one where the cultists were shoveling the coal in. But when you open it up, it looks very different inside. Instead of the 4 pillars that have these ore furnaces, there's actually only one pillar in the middle. And instead of there being mounds of ore everywhere, there's actually these very carefully placed, looks like crates. And they're currently closed. And you do hear this gentle, this hum coming from that furnace. And you can see there's a hatch on the front of it. You can see there's instrument panels on the front of it.
Let's take the.
Whereas like in the ore place, it was just a furnace. They were just shoveling ore in. There was no instrument
Somebody
panels.
could look inside the crates.
Yep.
I'll look at the thingy.
Yeah, I'll look at the crates.
Okay, so go to the crates first. So as a lot of them are wooden crates, some of them are metal crates, but none of them are hard to pop open. So you just kind of wrench
Gotta
one
wedge
open.
something in and pop it open.
And inside you see all these metallic cylinders, all about
They look like a larger version of these batteries.
not quite.
Okay.
They're about 1.5 feet long. They're metallic. They've got some strange symbol on the side that you don't recognize.
Does he immediately feel nauseated or sick?
No. And it looks like they can be opened from one end.
Don't open their.
I pick one up.
It's plutonium.
It's full of these.
Oh, these rods are inside.
Ours heads burning?
All these rods.
It feels slightly warm, but
I did these crates lead.
It's full of it's full of magic wands.
you look inside, and as you see him look down, you can see that his face is lit up by this yellowish greenish light. And you look in, and there's just there's a rod inside of it. That's just, and it's glowing this yellowish greenish light.
Hey guys, this is yellow green.
Close it up! Close it up!
It's like,
Close it up! Close it!
It's the secret of the ooze.
Can you
Oh, it's
draw
solid,
me
it's
the
solid.
symbol?
No.
Can you draw a symbol? No.
It was open for 12 seconds and I was 30 feet away.
You're fine. You're fine.
Don't worry, there's long-term effects.
Once he's 50, he'll have cancer. But right now, he's fine.
I am a paladin. I cannot get diseases.
Oh, that's not a disease. That's long.
Okay, the thing.
Okay, so you come and you see
We don't need to
there's-
cast light anymore, right? He glows.
It's like glow
He
coming
just
up.
glows.
You're gonna wish you had that power armor suit.
Warm.
So you come up to the big thing in the middle. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, 25.
Okay, so as you kind of inspect it, you look at the instrument panels. You see the different openings into it. You see actually like cylindrical openings, and you ascertain that this is some sort of power source.
Is the
And
all
it seems,
powered up?
and it seems to be operated. If you look at it, it has this one part that kind of indicates how full it is.
Yeah.
And it seems like 80% full.
Okay. We're done here. This thing's fine.
Let's go back to Kwalish.
Can you refresh us what the buildings were that we went through? There was a leather working place. I
Most
assume was
of
repurposed.
them, they look like they were repurposed. Like
Right.
there was places where they stayed. There was the leather working place.
There was
There was
the
the
prison.
control room at the very back. There was the
The prison
treasure
was
room.
just crates, though,
There was the
right?
first laboratory of Kwalish, which was that floating island, which was
Was that exist here?
you can't see from here. But you can go look for it.
We're gonna walk back to the big spire and we can take a peek around see if you see if the floating thing is there.
And you look over, and in the place where the floating island would be, you just see it. There's just a building there,
Okay.
but attached.
And that's
Okay.
where Kwalish
And you can
built
see,
his first
and
laboratory. That
you
might
can
be an
see,
interesting place.
you can see next to it is another identical control room.
That
There's
over-
actually a lot
overlooked.
more buildings in this place
You're not
than
building
in the first one, because the first
that.
one
Do
had
we wanna
a lot
go
of parts
back
where
to
there's
Kwalish,
destroyed.
Or we want
Yes.
to go? We do? Okay.
So we go back to Kwalish.
We're gonna go
Or at least his corpse.
let's go back and check on our gnome friend.
Okay. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes passes, You get back in the throne room. He's still working. You see him from a distance right here.
All right, let's head over to the new
It's
one.
still gonna be a while.
How come everybody always asks for time? How long is it going to take for perfection? I don't know. It took me years to figure out the other one. This one seems to have similar functions, but every time I do the stuff that I do with the other one, it doesn't seem to work.
All right, we're good. Let's go.
It's just like over here, I got the control, and I'm doing the control over here.
Okay, we'll leave you to it. Bye.
Let's go to the first laboratory of Kwalish.
You mean the
Do you have a
building?
different map for us?
Nope.
Interesting.
It's just picture the first one.
Interesting.
Like, why is
There's
there
another
not
map
a
for us?
print?
No,
Why is there not a
interesting.
printout for the second place?
Wow.
So you spend about 10 minutes of your way there. You're about halfway to that place, and you start to notice there's more of those little devices going around, and you swear that some of them seem to be following you. But every time you turn to look at them, they just kind of disappear into those little.
I'm gonna pull up my gearbox arm and just wave at him. They acted different.
You kept his arm? I was gonna say you kept his arm.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of parts of them, right? Then he's strapped.
Oh yeah, because you see 3 feet of them to yourself.
They don't seem to. As soon as you look at them, they always seem to scatter back into their little holes.
Goodbye.
If we like walk so we know that they're behind us, and then we all just stop moving, do they like?
But like mid-step, like
Yeah.
They kind of come out, and then they disappear, but then they come out further.
Oh,
They're not
okay.
just like literally walking behind you.
They're kind of ducking in behind things.
Yeah.
And
That would have been
constantly-
awesome if they were just
They
what if
just
we
stop.
stand back to back to back and then walk in a circle? They'll stay away from us.
Is that like taking a cat and putting a piece of toast with peanut butter on the one side and
Yes.
slap it to them? When you drop them on the ground, you don't know which way it's going to flip. And so they just like stop and they just start spinning.
Because cats always land on their feet and peanut butter always lands face down.
Yeah, so what happens if you strap a piece of toast with peanut butter?
Invent perpetual motion?
Yeah.
Infinite energy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Infinite energy.
What do you think's powering this planner craft?
It's peanut butter and a cat.
A cat
You
with
never
some
actually open it
toast.
up. Inside you see a cat going.
That's what the humming is.
Okay, I'll just pull out a giant mirror.
That's horrible, but euthanizing gearbox isn't.
Nope, we improved him.
Oh,
We made him a portal. And now we're shit.
I don't think he's dead.
I'm just gonna hold a mirror as I walk.
You see them through the mirror.
Let's see how close they get as we walk.
They don't seem to get too close.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay, so you make your way to the building. You can see them kind of disappear into little openings into the building. You
If I
walk.
like, as we're walking and I like hear them behind us, can I like grab something, break it, and then throw it on the ground behind me and see if they run over and like fix it?
What are you picking up and breaking?
I don't know what's there. Like,
It's just metal
literally,
roads.
there's no like
What
objects.
about one of them?
There's no like.
Here's a handful of junk I pulled up from other laboratories.
Do you have a handful of junk? I like whatever. I take some sort of device and I
There's
just
wires and metals
literally
and-
just break it in half and throw it on the ground and walk. And see if they run.
There are some devices on the
Yeah.
walls, like things that look like they're light sources, and you can maybe try to break some of those off. They're all pretty tough, but with enough effort, you could snap things off.
Just
and
literally grab it, jump, and put my entire weight on it. Just boom.
throw it on the ground. And sure enough, a few of them kind of skitter out and make quick work of it, put it back
Okay.
together, and then if it's something that you had attached to the wall, they would reattach to the wall. If it was something you just threw from your backpack, they actually disappear with it. They pull the parts back
They're
into.
just those robot vacuums.
Which makes sense why this place is maintained better than the last one.
We're fine.
The Hoobars, the Rombas.
Yes.
So you get to the building that was the same building as the laboratory of Kwalish the first time. And you open up the doors, which are unlocked, and you enter into a similar looking room, except that it's not covered in garbage. Instead, what you find, at the opposite end of the room, you see this rising kind of, what do you call that? A landing of sorts. And on top of the landing is this huge mechanism. It looks like, you know what like a gyroscope looks like? Except it's enormous. It's probably 30 feet wide. And it's moving. It's actually just, it's rotating around itself. And in this room, there's actually a couple of those ballistas as well. And they're currently they're stationary on the other sides, but they're looking inwards. And you see what appear to be these big metallic containers equally spaced in front of you as well. And there's a hum because in behind this big platform, there's these two tall kind of pyramid, semi-pyramid because they get cut off at the top, but they've got intricate designs all over them, and they're currently glowing that yellowish green glow that you've seen. And you see other panels and things on the walls and on top of these walkways.
We found the computer.
Yeah, and it's all right in front of you.
What?
Ship brain.
Are you sure?
Ship brain.
I'm with you.
I want to go in. Somebody else go in.
You're standing at the entryway right now.
Well, why would they point the guns in?
I think these are computer defenses. Gearbox.
The whole gyroscope-looking thing starts to rotate faster and faster and faster. These arcs.
Does it seem to be reacting to us being in the room?
Maybe. It's hard to say. You've not seen it without you in the room. And as it goes faster and faster, you close the doors.
Back it away.
All right. You don't see it anymore.
A different building, maybe?
What just happened there?
I don't know. You do not know?
How can you not know? You said you could fix this stuff here.
I lied.
Again?
Okay. All right.
Does this surprise you?
I'll wait a few more seconds, then I'm going to
I
peek
kind of
back
thought we were
in.
starting to be on
What's
the
the
same
speed
team.
of that thing?
It's moving quite quickly, and it has this electricity arcing around it.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, you notice from the walls a bunch of these huge-looking torches
Yep.
start just shining onto it. And you see this flickering image. It reminds you of Mrs. Detwater's parlor tricks, her minor illusions, and her all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of flickers to life, almost like there's an image on the inside of it. And as you look at it,
Oh, it's a theater. Open the doors.
you open the doors, and as you open the doors, you hear, "Hey guys!" Oh, yes! And you see in the middle of it is actually an image of Gearbox's main sphere and his one eye just flickering around as he's currently inside of it. He's like, "I think I found the main brain of this place. It's so fascinating." And it's just constantly turning.
Do you know where this came from?
Say, yes. Well, not really. From another realm, very far from here.
Do you think you can move this away from Harinburg?
Absolutely.
Now?
Sure. Well, hold on. Don't seem to have navigation controls yet. There's something resisting it.
Just if you're going to move it,
Is it a
move it
gnome?
move it above water.
Is it
Do not
cool?
leave it above any more human
There
civilizations.
appears to be some interference happening from on the planar craft.
Is it
Kwalish.
Is it coming from the throne room?
Hold on. I think I found it. That's okay. I got this. All right. It appears... Yep, I found it. There are... Hey guys. Hey, I got some really good news for you. I just figured out how to control the defenses of the ship. Oh, interesting. Okay, yes. Got it. I got it. I've got control of it. Oh, I see why those are there now. Because, the original creators tried to destroy their creations. Oh, that's so evil. Why would they try to do that? They made these wonderful little machines, and then they tried to destroy them. Oh, I can understand why the machines were then programmed to destroy all of them. Yes. Okay. Oh, hey guys, good news. I figured out how to activate them. And boom, the doors shut behind you.
Gearbox! Pick up in the end box!
It's like, oh, here it is. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I got bad news. I know you like to get bad news.
I love machines!
And there, I've activated it. And at this point, all of those boxes you see nearby start to pop open, and all these little machines start to collect together and form. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It was nice knowing you.
Skynet.
This is on you again!
We're fighting Skynet.
Why is it on me?
I don't know, I just feel like killing somebody.
We are fighting Skynet.
Okay, you know what? I think I have to go back and check episode 1. I think I said gearbox through the unbox, didn't I? Did I say that?
Yeah, you said it a few times.
Look out, Rin. Oh no.
Hey, my die!
Oh yeah! I fell on it. Is that why you didn't go down and get it?
I couldn't find it.
You really found your dice?
Yeah, it was on this.
So, sorry, these are supposed to be pointing in, not out. You guys are all right there. This is the thing that's currently looks like Gearbox. And this is where we end.
Wait, what? You pulled this out so we can end?
4:25. Our time is up.
Huh.
All right, well, at least make sure stream can see it before we go. You!
Gearbox, my friend.
Oh, look, there's a throne.
Yeah, sure, let's get it on the audience to see.
Why you gotta do this to us, D&D module? You make us a good friend, and then creepy things come out.
You made us love him.
Well, you made us hate him, and then love him, and now we hate him again.
Oh, cool is this?
The machines are all like kind of collecting themselves together and just
Horrifying
making
messes of
Yeah.
machine.
they're all climbing out of those boxes.
Maybe stop putting them on the table.
Well, that's it for now.
Wow.
Huh.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be the gnome.
No, because we could have killed him in that room, right?
Yeah, but for all we know, he had a
Could've tried.
vulnerability up. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we could have killed him. No?
It would have been a hard fight. He had some other tricks up his sleeves. You were dealing with a frenzied gnome when he first came out.
Yeah, I'm more panicked than gnome.
Yeah,
than
more
angry.
panicked. Yeah. A calm and collected gnome inside of his own lab.
Could be
His
dangerous.
own lab. Kind of like a lair.
Oh, jeez.
I had it all ready. And I'm like, if they want to murder Hobo their way through this, boy! And then you would have found notes that would have helped you to activate the
Yeah,
stuff.
I figured.
But you would have come out hurting.
Okay, we could have done all of this without that annoying gnome. We should have just killed him.
Hey, you gotta have both options, right?
We should have just killed
I'm
him.
not going to assume you're going to kill stuff. I'm also going to assume you're going to kill stuff. So I prepare for both. That is the end of today's episode. So next week, see the season finale of Heroes of Harinburg. As yes, this is the boss fight. And yes, it will take a lot of a session to do.
We're going to negotiate way out of this one.
And begin the next session. Persuasion. Crit. Oh. Gearbox powers down.
Gearbox, we are actually all also robots.
I am a robot.
I just start using my nose. Zzz, zzz. Look, I'm welding. Zzz.
Thank you so much for joining us this week.
I'm wilt.
Our season finale will be next week on Tuesday. Whatever day that is. July 30th.
7 days from now.
7 days. Well, if they're watching on
Yes,
YouTube.
Yes.
On twitch.tv/MiniWarGaming. Pre-game starts around 12. The game starts at 12:30. And it will take that episode is going to go as long as it takes. Will you stop it?
You're aggressive.
Stop making noise. It's going to take as long as it takes to get done. So if we have to go overtime, we will. Or if it goes less than the whole 4 hours, then it does. We're just going to have to wait and see. Because you can imagine there's more going on here than what you're just seeing right away. But thank you so much for joining us, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll come right back and have our post-game discussion. And happy role-playing!